Beautiful, beautiful. What another Monday. Great to have you guys here. Uh, make sure we're here. Okay. YouTube. All right. Are we live? Are we live? Waiting for the notification. I believe we're here. What is up? What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Monday night and another stay-at-home open mic presented by the Barbed Wire Open Mic Series. My name is Richie Marufo. As you can see by all this info right here, I am the MC and host and project director of this whole thing. And we've been doing this for a whole year, over a whole year now on Monday. Haven't missed a beat, and we've grown a lot since then. And as always, we have an action-packed show. We have a lot of poets and performers that signed up from all over the world. And so just a couple of things, this is a show. So I encourage you guys to, as an audience, audience participation is so important. So if you're watching this live with us, definitely, help us out in the chat. Tell us where you're listening from. Give shout outs to other performers, and definitely leave a comment below. Who did you like? What line stuck out to you? What did you really enjoy? What made you feel something? We're happy to be here. This is presented by the Barbed Wire Open Mic Series. We are based out of El Paso, Texas, hence the mountain time. But like I said, we're going to be jumping around time zones and cities and states and countries, and that's a whole lot of fun because we're coming together to celebrate art and expression, creativity. So let's just be a place of support. With that said, we do have all sorts of people joining us, and we're going to kick off the show with a first timer. Not just here, but just first time performing ever, which I think is really exciting. What a way to christen the show. That's the whole spirit of this thing, right? Is just for anyone to come up and sign up and do their thing. And you never know, you might get addicted. So we're going to go ahead and welcome our first performer from Alamogordo, New Mexico. So a neighbor, I always drive through Alamogordo, so I'm definitely familiar. Let's go and welcome Unspoken to the stage. Unspoken, what's up, man? Take it away. Welcome.
Thank you, guys. Live the lie to testify the more I try to be alive. Not just survive until death arrives or neglect the lives and desperate cries of those goodbyes I so denied. Paralyzed, I realized that it was I that jeopardized and vandalized this mess that lies before my eyes. On shoulders so cold, having grown older, I hold on to this boulder foretold to ultimately mold. Through experience, growing older, insecure, in search of gold, or yearning for control of this boulder my head has rolled. Manipulated, not controlled, those old resentments now annulled. I relish emotions not patrolled, for it's told to find control, relinquish what you're told, and hold boldly your shoulders and don't be controlled. Examine chaos within, dwelling under the skin. Does confusion begin? Or did it instill itself then? Back when, underneath my skin, the preparations did begin, while required to depend on those to whom I now pretend I care that I have sinned? While within I grinned and sinned again, in spite contend with the trend to impend to their predetermined end. And then this one, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Man. All right, what a start. Yeah.
That was wonderful, man.
This one I have to sing a little bit. I'm not sure that I'm very good at singing, but it's the way that I got the rhythm in my head. So it starts out with a line that from one of my favorite poets, Saul Williams, right? And so earth's trees root him poet tree. Well, my tree's roots spread through the seas of times that are changing. As nothing stays the same, my life is rearranging because I no longer play the game, but I don't know why we think we're free. Nah, friend, I don't know why we think we're free. Maybe it's the songs we write. Just think tonight why the fight we hold so tight, even as we start to lose control, hitting the bowl because the burden takes its toll. We take with us that truth we know, that so many died to pave our way. We are free to say what we want today, but if words have power, why must we devour in this critical hour? Still, we just shower the world with our doubt or lack of pride. or stack the lies so the truth can hide from a life denied by the lies you've cried, or the time denied because you never tried. So by the time you think you figured me out, you'll hear what I say, see what I'm talking about. With God on my side and on my mind, the tears that I've cried will finally be left behind. So here I go on my journey toward the other side. Drum in hand, pad and pen right by my side. The rhythm grows, I hope it shows as I compose this prose. For all of those that truly know where we're meant to go, let it be, take it back. Blessed be, what is that? What is that? Snap. Is I love when someone's got your back, when this existence seems to fall off track. It's the breeze through the trees of eternity, the love of this earth most can't see, but most of all my family. It's your brother, your sister, and you and me. Coexisting is where we're insisting on rewriting what's considered history. Take it back to the tribal needs, that love we lacks what this earth needs. Too many lies, unhappy goodbyes through backstabbing eyes. We all realize just how alone in all we have known we shall remain until we have grown, giving thanks to the mother that gives us this chance to take control of our man-made circumstance.
Wow, wow.
Right. Yay. Welcome.
Yeah, nice, man. You feel good in that third one?
Yeah, I'm gonna read that third one.
Good.
Like I said, I've never done this one. I haven't even read it before out loud, so I'm not sure how it's gonna go. But I'm gonna do the best to keep my cadence and put it the way it needs to be spoken. First of all, let me say thank you for your honesty. But most of all, I will not play into this fallacy that together we don't have or lack the intelligence to forever move through regarding the circumstance. The struggle is real. It is not hers that I feel, this trouble concealed, only ate at my core of my love melting steel. Knowing the beginning and end are the same, present moment understanding of what makes me insane. I have not given power away in decades. In some ways, my dad made me this way. This is not an excuse. That is no justification. Just awareness of the abuse and the absurdity of the current situation. But I digress. It is up to me. I am diving in. If you'd talked to me before, you thought you knew it wouldn't be under my skin. That being said, you were not wrong. Same conversation and acceptance of my responsibility and my inability to grow. All along is my job alone, but together we're strong. Stronger than we've ever been, already went through the storm. Process is different, doesn't make us the norm of how to handle it or throw away this shit. I don't believe in that or expect others to understand that that is what makes us and does not break us. The only reason there's a fuss is because I'm the fucking drunk. Lost inside my head, but I don't hide. I call instead. Those who I call family label correctly. Tough love is for those who lack the integrity to go within their broken skin and still see themselves elegantly. I am not that guy, though sometimes I realize just how much I lack the work ethic to fully comply to the ideas I have about my own self. Doesn't mean I lack conviction to continue to battle my demons and shadows to build my wealth. My personal conversation has changed. Beating myself up, fuck yeah, that is deranged. No longer am I looking back nor forward, because the only moment is where I'm at. Making some moves to make it worthwhile, because giving up and accepting defeat is just not my style. It is I who created this and is us who've upheld this shit. I have been putting every ounce of my being into moving beyond all of it. How that looks, I just don't know. One moment at a time, I am still shown there's more to be had. It's okay to be sad when I've beaten myself for so long that I'll no longer look back. No more complacency. The truth in your words are most definitely seen. I won't make a choice until the presence unseen reveals to me where I'm supposed to be.
All right, man. Right on.
Hey,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. Thank
Awesome, man.
Thank you, guys.
you
Thank
for
you,
a
guys.
first time reading it even to yourself. That was excellent, excellent.
There you go, man. That is it. That is the debut. And I hope that from now on you don't stop. Keep sharing that work, man. In fact, so a lot of us are seeing you for the first time. Do you have a way in which we can follow your work and support your work online, or maybe social media do you'd like to promote?
No, I haven't shared anything. I mean, this is my debut. I spent a lot of years in fear, not being present in that which I know I need to be sharing. And this is me trying to break through that barrier that I've set for myself.
Yeah, well, we appreciate you letting us be part of that very much.
Hey, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for the support.
Really do, man. We
Yeah,
really appreciate your bravery.
that is a really special thing. You got the talent, you got the chops, you got the bars, man. Keep coming through. This space, you're
I
most
will.
definitely welcome. And what's gonna happen, dude? Stick around, and you're gonna hear about all these other wonderful spaces where you can connect with the great community of writers and performers. And from there, you're just gonna see it's gonna blow up. So I appreciate you conquered that fear and joined us today. And
You
I
guys got
also,
me. You got me crying a little bit.
oh, dude, yes, there you go. This is why it's the best way to stop the show. There you go, man.
I love
All
you
right,
guys.
man.
Thank you so much for your support. I'm gonna.
All right, dude. Thank you so much for making it on. And I also want to give a shout out to all your friends, family, supporters that are on the YouTube live stream as well, showing their love. That definitely does mean a lot. Like I said, the support goes such a long way. So let's keep building those networks to support. All right, let's keep it going. Yeah, Tony, Robert, I see you guys. Shout out for all that love. All right, let's see. We're gonna go ahead and go to Denver, where we have one of our regulars here who we really missed last week. And distance makes the heart grow fonder. So next up, we got a nice welcoming set with Mike Sindler. What's up, man? Welcome back to the show.
It's nice to be missed. I don't hear that very often. So, of course, I'm don't go away that often. I tell you, this whole thing with the 4th of July and the like, oh, let's celebrate, our independence and stuff. And, you just can't help but think about the other side. And it's like, oh, yeah, your independence. You mean like all that shit you stole from us. So this is a piece called John Wayne's Grave. Starts with an epigraph. I don't feel we did wrong in taking this great country away from them, if that's what you're asking. Our so-called stealing of this country from them was just a matter of survival. There were great numbers of people who needed new land, and the Indians were selfishly trying to keep it for themselves. John Wayne, Playboy magazine interview, May 1971. The grave in which John Wayne resides was stolen from a native tribe. Huizano, Coahuila, Cupeno, Cumaye, and northern Tunego were there before the whites arrived and stole their land, their faith, their lives. Chanting praises to Sainted Domingo, the Spanish said, convert or go. The American Treaty of 1848 should, in theory, have improved the state of lives for the indigenous, but promises were less solid than dust. The pledge to protect Indian land rights was broken almost overnight. By 1852, all pretense abandoned. Natives were pushed into deserts and canyons. These became the reservations, filled beyond overpopulation, where smallpox and other diseases ran amok and fatalities increased. In 1907, Marion Mitchell Morrison, later to be known as John Wayne, was born in the Iowa town of Winterset, to the Indians' lasting regret. For when, as an adult, the films he made, the worst stereotypes were portrayed: drunk, bloodthirsty, lying in wait for pioneers, subjects of audiences' hate. This is how the first people were seen, denying the whites their American dream. He was the standard by whom men were measured. He should have instead been tarred and feathered. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. Moving on. Another thing, when we think about what we have with this country, is what we're doing with it. And this is a roundel, and it's called Runoff. Through the trickling stream, so clear and clean, I watched the tadpoles, crayfish, and minnows dart from banks where insects crawled and grass grew green. Pale sunlight filtered through the leafy screen. I gaze into it now, it breaks my heart. No plants or living creatures can be seen, corrupted web of life fallen apart. To pursue such an avaricious scheme is not admirable, nor is it smart. We put our own heads in the guillotine. It pains me to see what fools men have been. And I'm going to do a couple quick triolets. This first one, as you know, I loves me some Lighthouse Writer Center, and we're getting ready to move from the wonderful mansion we've been in for like 15 years now. And so, yeah, it's such an incredible space. We're going to miss it a lot. But this is one of two triolets I wrote one day on the porch about it. It's called On the Stair Inside the Lighthouse. Miss Molly Brown sat in this chair, the famous and unsinkable, floating on silk without a care. Miss Molly Brown sat in this chair. It comforted her derriere. It seems almost unthinkable. Miss Molly Brown sat in this chair, the famous and unsinkable. And actually, I have a little tag, like sale tag with that scrawled on it that's attached to that poem that's in there. And this other one that I wrote right at the same time, it's called On the Other Side of the Fence, and I'm just doing that because of all the little fur babies who are like so freaking out this week. This dog so wants to be a bird, but all his songs are barks and growls, trying to mimic what he's heard. This dog so wants to be a bird. Taxonomy's relations blurred. Each night asks who can be an owl. This dog so wants to be a bird, but all his songs are barks and growls. Okay, well, thank y'all very much, as always. And I'm glad to see Chris had his fur baby up to hear the dog poem. That makes it all the better. And I am, as always, going to give a call out to lighthousewriters.org. New classes, I don't know, they might start tomorrow, some of them, but they are new classes starting up. So highly recommend doing that. And I'm going to put in the chat a couple of the anthologies, the new one and the previous one before that I'm in. And I'll just put in the link to Lighthouse. So thank y'all very, very much. And Chris, once again, I just want to say, man, great job for your premiere.
Hey, thank you so much, man. That was fantastic. It's been a blessing to be here.
Right on, right on. Michael, that was Michael on the mic. Michael rocking the mic. Thinking of damn, All right, I can't remember the group. I lost that, but yo, lighthouseriders.org. Always love that you gotta wrap the community. Definitely worth checking out. Yeah, and I like what Paul Conqueso said. Mike Cinder setting the stage blaze. There you go. Right on, man. Let's keep it going. So we're going from Denver now to Toronto, where we have Jeff Cottrell taking the mic again, taking the stage. As always, great to have you back, Jeff. Welcome back.
All right. So I'll give you a couple of relatively new ones, although I think a few of you have heard these a few times already. This is called Vanilla Ice Cream People. From the makers of vanilla ice cream, we now bring you Vanilla Ice Cream People. You find them in all the monster malls and gated backyards, never leaving a location without a car. Vanilla Ice Cream People, the people who find butterscotch ripple too dark and dangerous. The way great artists suffer for their visions, Vanilla Ice Cream People ache to achieve the perfect front lawn. When Vanilla Ice Cream People want to rock out, they blast the neighbors with Celine Dion and Barry Manilow. When Vanilla Ice Cream People want a fun night out, they shove the kids into the SUV and dash to Pickle Barrel and a softball game. When Vanilla Ice Cream People want a good laugh, they count on Garfield or an afternoon of Who's the Boss reruns. When Vanilla Ice Cream People want to improve their minds, they scan their bookshelves for the works of Anthony Robbins and Philip McGraw. Vanilla Ice Cream People dream vanilla ice cream dreams. One lady says, "Today, I'm a sales rep, but if I apply myself and work hard and set clear goals and steel myself to face tough challenges, in a few years, why, I could be assistant to the manager. No, dare I say it, assistant manager." And one man says, "I'm so depressed, but I'll feel better after I buy that new waffle maker by Cuisinart." Vanilla Ice Cream People know how to make benign conversation that offends nobody. "How's it going?" And "Mondays, eh?" Or if they feel plucky, "You working hard or hardly working?" Ha ha! And Vanilla Ice Cream People have bedrock values. They know what is important in life. Like a 2-story house with a giant garage, housing at least 2 cars and the sexiest lawnmower in the lane. And babies. Barrels and barrels of babies. And more babies. There can never be too many babies. Babies raised more by Disney and football than by their parents, who just pay for swimming and piano lessons. Babies who eat vanilla ice cream or plain chips for every dessert and never question the meaning of it all, and then grow up to be the next generation of vanilla ice cream people. Vanilla ice cream people who would rather die than give Neapolitan a fair try. So that was that one. And here's another relatively new one. It's called Salesman. "Good morning, Mr. Heath. So glad you could make time to see me today. You're one of my favorite customers. How's everything at Heath Widgets Inc.? Good, good. Selling a lot of widgets, bringing in the profits. I'd like to think we've been playing a big role in your success. How's your wife these days?" "Good, good. She's doing well. And that son of yours, how's he?" "Oh, he died 2 years ago in a freak road accident." "That's terrible. So sorry for your loss. But let's get straight to the point. Kicknuts Industries always has the best interests of you and your business top of mind. I see that your Kicknuts contract is due for renewal, so I'd like to take a quick review of your account. I see you've been on the Kicknuts Silver program, which entitles you to receive 2 Kicks in the Nuts every business day for a full year. The annual price of the Silver program has increased to $799 plus taxes. It's our most popular program, so I'm going to go ahead and confirm your renewal right now. What's that? You don't want to renew the Silver program. You don't think it's justifying the cost. Listen, I get that you want to see monetary results right away, but I've told you, the Kicknuts solution doesn't work like that. It's not like buying widgets where you pay the money and you get the widget right in your hands. With Kicknuts Industries, we help you build brand awareness in your market, which leads to higher revenue and increased profit. That's not a quick fix. It's a process that takes time. But I'll tell you what, have you thought about upgrading to our Gold program? The Gold program entitles you to receive 4 Kicks in the Nuts every business day for a full year. And as it happens, we've got a special on right now for the Gold program. You can have it for only $1,599 plus taxes. It's a steal, Mr. Heath, so I'm going to go ahead and confirm your upgrade right now. What's that? You don't want to upgrade to the Gold program. You're a little skeptical that it's right for you. Listen, I know how scary it is to make a change, but that's a part of life, Mr. Heath. You've got to take risks. If you don't take risks, nothing ever evolves and your company stagnates. We're just trying to help you grow your business and fulfill your market potential with our unique talents and expertise. But I'll tell you what. As it happens, the Gold program is now available with a special offer. On top of the standard 4 kicks in the nuts every business day, we can give you 2 nipple yankings for an extra $500. Again, that's 4 kicks in the nuts and 2 nipple yankings every business day for a full year at the low price of $2,099 plus taxes. It's a rare opportunity, Mr. Heath, so I'm going to go ahead and confirm your upgrade right now. What's that? You don't want to upgrade to the Gold program with extra benefits? Well, I don't know what to tell you, Mr. Heath. I'm giving you the best of the best that Kicknuts Industries has to offer. I'm giving you the kind of value added that Fortune 500 companies would kill for. But I'll tell you what. I'm not really supposed to do this, but you're one of my favorite customers, and I sure want to keep this relationship going for at least another year. What I can do is arrange things down at the office so that you got our services exclusively from our finest nut kicker, Sal. I'm telling you, Sal's been in the nut kicking business for more than 30 years, and he trained with the master nut kickers in Europe and Asia. I put my complete faith in Sal. On top of that, I can offer you free courtside seats to that big basketball playoff game happening next Saturday. Ah! You like sports. I should have known. Lots of people like sports. Well, maybe there's more sports where that came from, Mr. Heath. So I'm going to go ahead and confirm your upgrade right now. That's 4 kicks in the nuts and 2 nipple yankings every business day for a full year, all from my guy Sal. And not lots of sports tickets too, all for the unbeatable price of $3,099 plus taxes. Just sign the contract here. Beautiful. I look forward to our continued working relationship, Mr. Heath. My best wishes for your wife and your son. Good luck. That was called Salesman.
Right on, man. Thank you, Jeff. What's up? How you doing, man? It's been a while. Got any features, anything you'd like to promote pretty soon, or just your website?
Well, my website is jeffcottrell.com. There's some MP3s and videos and stuff on there. Most of them pretty old, actually. I don't have any specific gigs coming up, but I'm in a couple of anthologies that are supposedly having Zoom launches soon. I just don't know the dates, but Great Weather for Media has got an anthology coming next month. Poetry in the Brew, I'm in theirs as well, also coming next month. I just don't know the dates of the launches, but look out for those.
All right, man. Right on. Thank you, Jeff.
Cheers.
Awesome. Cheers. Yeah, I got my coffee today, guys. Although I'm done. I ran out of other things to drink, so it's coffee and water tonight for me, guys. But let's see, where are we at on the list? Yes, it's looking great. We do have a full list. I'm really looking forward to. We got a lot of poets. We do have some music. We got some beat making. We got some. I imagine some piano. But it's going to be great, guys. Let's go ahead and keep it going. And we're going to go from Toronto to Maine, where we have our main man. You know what time it is. Time for the general. We got Generalissimo up next to do his thing. What's up, man? Welcome back. Let's get you on here.
Thank you.
Yeah, there you are.
Yes, I have a new hat.
Nice.
Yeah. And I gilliganed the rim by turning it up. So because I felt like doing that. So where was I? Oh, yeah. We'll go ahead and pull up what I wanted to read. Okay. The first is a new haiku called Poet's Lament. I shall bare my soul with words and tattered nerves so my voice can be seen. The next is a piece that I probably wrote about, I don't know, sometime earlier this year or last year, I don't know, sometime during the pandemic. It's called Why I Keep a Midwife on Speed Dial. Anger does not always happen as screaming, yelling, stomping of feet, fist clenching, teeth gritting, furrowed brows, tattered nerves. Anger is not always born of aggression. It can be born of hurt and confusion from a womb unaware of the existence of its pregnancy, conceived via an act of deception or betrayal from a night of passion that foreshadowed a proposal of forever, but materialized into a morning after that transformed into an insidious compartmentalized ghost. Anger is not always loud. Anger can exist in silence and stagnation. Anger may not have hard edges that cut and bruise all who come in contact with it. It can be soft, it can be amorphous, made of quicksand, encompassing its host in suspended animation, causing phantom paralysis. Till whoever owns it realizes the phantom is a phantom, a figment of an emotion or a feeling or reaction to a life event or events that happened in the past. That is exactly what it is, the past, which can't exist in the present or future due to the fact that the past can only exist in the past. And then the anger starts to shed its skin to reveal a hollow inside that is a breath long held, now exhaled, like the process of it.
Right on, man. And Elísimo, what's up, man? I saw you had a little cookout the other day. Awesome stuff.
Yes, and on, I think it's 2 weeks from today,
Yeah.
I want to say it's on the 19th, 5:45 to 7:45. I will start my host my first open mic, which is being sponsored by Marissa's The Word Is Right. It's called Cafe Generalissimo. It's kind of a loose, casual open mic for everyone to come, a pre-New Year weekend event. And then on the 24th, of course, I have my workshop with Tumblewords, Yay Tumblewords, and Yay Donna. And let's go ahead. And then that night is my birthday party with Marissa, because we both have the same birthday and we're Chinese twins, even though we're 15 years apart. So that's everything for right now. So, and thank you very much for having this space for us.
That's really cool, man. Congrats. Cafe Generalissimo. That's super cool. Of course, Tumbleword is always great, and then all the Word is Right stuff. Man, July is gonna be action packed. I mean, the months always are right. So you guys are tuning in, you guys know all the spots to hit up now. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that show. And always great having you on, man. Cool hat. I'm gonna have to upgrade now. I always wear this one. Gotta get a cool.
It's a Kangol button bucket hat. I just kind of flipped up the lid a little.
I see that. I see that. Cool stuff, man. It is a remnant. All right, let's see. We're gonna go ahead and go from Maine to the Boogie Down Bronx, where we have our next performer, Amanda, aka La Tormenta. What is up?
Hey,
How
hi.
you doing?
I'm good. I'm awake.
Excellent, excellent. Well, yeah, take it away. Go and do your thing.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I just have one piece tonight. I just wrote it in the room right now. It's really short, but let's go. The day I kiss a girl who was assaulted by Juno Diaz is the day I get to taste Dominican heartbreak. Nowhere near as sweet as Dominican cake, but I still close my eyes to listen. Sometimes her cries still wake me up at night. Sometimes she still calls me begging to teach her wrong from right, but how can I? When I'm still swarming off the same kind of flies, the same kind of lies, the same writer disguise that only care for the nectar of your thighs, the one who ignores you when you highlight the warning signs. How many goodbyes does it take to screw in the light bulb of this fucked up brain to rid of these Clorox bleach stains on this satin black dress? Thank you.
Damn. All right. Yo, that first line goes in. Amanda, what for people tuning in, you have your social media you'd like to promote, places we can support your work?
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Medium. Amanda Ashley Villanueva. Richie, thank you again for having me.
Of course. You are always welcome. You guys are always welcome here, and I'm glad we got you on early today. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. for making it. Yeah, like I said, we're gonna try and get everyone on, but that was crazy. You just wrote that. You're like, yeah, I just kind of started writing this down. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. It's always crazy to see what you guys do here week in and week out, and it's great to have that system here to I guess share it, right? Okay. Whew, we're going down this list very nicely. So we're going from the Bronx to the Meadowlands, where the real Nick P is gonna take the stage. We got Nick Paleologos in the house. Nick, what's up, man?
I got a
Welcome
new
back.
hat too. I got a new hat
Oh,
too.
that's cool. That's sick.
So yeah, so Gentleman Lee's not the only one with a new hat. I got a new hat too. So good to be back here, Richie. So I'm gonna get into it. I got two for y'all. This first one I literally finished today. I read this at the New Year earlier. This one is called "Is Your Body Really Yours or Does Anne?" The world never asked me if I am okay. They just wanted me to say, I support you. In the endeavors, embracing them, taking fragments of me from clothes to money to time, I gave the world everything, and all I got in return was nothing. I don't see me in the mirror. I saw me in a different celestial being that doesn't have need for food or drink as my soul sinks into the earth, the girth, or my spirit wanted to make me into a god to appease everyone from humans to cats as I took alchemy, fusing into art. That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight, losing my religion, trying to keep up with you. And I don't know if I can do it. Oh no, I've said too much. Haven't said enough. Thought that I heard you laughing. Thought that I heard you sing. Think I thought I saw you try. I am a human and I need basic needs, and I am hurting, probably not on your level, but I hurt. The love I've known has been sticking my fingers down my throat to touch my soul. It's one of the only times I know I'm alive. I've looked at myself in the mirror like the fat fuck I was, laughing at my own problems, snooze button for another day, breathing happiness into my crap, refusing water and food, disjointing, dysmorphic distortion into my proportion for preparation of losing my weight. Wanted to get those washboard abs that I dreamed about, making my body brittle. Maybe just a little bit of peanut brittle. For my stomach that has been starving all day, exchanging calorie for alcohol. It's the same syllables and letters. It will help me lose weight. I can't believe I fell for my body's nonsense and kept on calling me. Or was it an ex? I don't know the answer. Sure as hell won't be looking for it. And you are no longer my reflection. You fucked me worse than any of my exes ever could. I'm sick of you though. I want a lover to look at my body and not see my scars. I want this next lover to feed my soul, dine with me, crunch on my body, bless me with the bounty, and always love me. I will craft this body the correct way, in my way, so that not only I act with kindness, that I embrace the kindness and self-love, effective immediately. This mirror image of my naked body doesn't control me. That was one. That was a bit of a heavy. The second one's later, though. So I'm just trying to find that real quickly. Where is it? I had it. Intro piece I did the other day at oh yeah, here it is. Bingo. This one's called Still Growing. My body is still clay, It's hardened over the years. Flowers are still trying to blossom out of me. Not a dandy or cowardly lion, out of the chia pet of my head, making sure this fuchsia looks at its best. For this little tree of mine, I'll grow it into the person I've always wanted to be. For too long, I've let gardeners try to say, I'm not amongst the trees. The heavens smack them down, an echo of an echo that absorbs. From the doctor who knew if it was the 13th, 7th, or the 1st. All I know is I am growing at Gaia's wish. For me to shoot stars into the solar system like I'm KD, ball out, without the balls out, like I'm Bell sprouting. I'm not weeping for the victory bell. I'm blooming with moonlight, creating forests of insight with the shit I spit. I spread seeds from this mouth I feed, start starving, salivating, so that the trees can grow out of these bodies, to grow new beginnings, to repair the souls, to replicate the love, sporting my gear. There's no need to fear. Real Nick P is here. Thank you, I'm done.
Real Nick P. Place to be. Love it, man. Got your Elmo in the background and the new hat. So sick. Great pieces, dude.
Yeah. The second one was more like I did that at my feature that I told you about the other day. So that was actually my intro piece that I did. It was a brand new one that I made. So I had to work out a couple kinks and everything like that, the piece. But I'm glad y'all got the chance to hear it and everything,
Hell yeah, dude. Got anything to promote, especially this week, or your social media as usual?
The social media is the same. It's the Real Nick P on IG. I do have something to promote. I have my open mic, which is this Wednesday. Y'all should come through. It's a lot of fun. We have fun. We get into it. We start about 9:15 East Coast time, so I mean, it's about 7:15 for the people here in the Midwest and everything. So it's pretty cool. Y'all should go check it out and everything like that. We go to run to about, midnight my time, But yeah, Richie, thank you for having me again. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, and really quick, how do we sign up for that one? Just out of curiosity.
Sign up. Oh yes, that's a good question. Sign up. What I used to do is I used to have a discussion and everything, but that got too complicated for me. So now what I do is whoever comes in the room, I'll put you on the list. If you don't want to read, I respect that and everything. Or you can just tell me ahead of time, be like, I'm just coming in to look, or coming in to check it out. And I respect that, So you can always talk to me on my IG and everything like that. And if y'all
How do we get in the room though?
Oh yes, it'll be posted to the Facebook. When it'll be in the event, I will put that into the chat and everything. So
Thank
once the once the day comes up and everything, the day of, I put the link up and everything.
Awesome,
So we
dude.
don't
Thank you
have
so
to-
much.
We don't have to sign up day before or anything.
You don't have to sign up the day before now. So whoever enters the room first and everything, it's gonna go like that.
That's actually a really great way of doing it. That's pretty nice. Stolen. No, I'm kidding. Thank you, man. Actually, that's a pretty nice democratic way of doing it. Thank you, Nick. I think I might actually be able to make that one. I'm not doing anything on Wednesday, so because we had a BWOMS. If you're in the El Paso area, we do have a couple of live open mics you can hit up this week. Tuesday, we're going to be downtown at Mona Bar of Modern Art, right next to the legendary Tap Bar and Restaurant. Come through. We do sign up at 8 p.m. Show is from 9 p.m. to the end of the show. They have a kitchen where they have delicious food, drink specials. So come on out and do that thing. And we do have an open mic this coming Saturday at Casa Ortiz in Socorro. That is one of the oldest standing buildings in the area, and it's a kind of like a relic of a past time. It's an art gallery now. It's an art studio. They currently have a Frida exhibit that you can check out, and it is next to a brewery, Mission Trail Brewery. And we're going to be having donations. It's a fundraiser for Las Americas Immigrant Advocacy Center. Beautiful organization. They do great work with people seeking asylum and looking for legal help. And yeah, they're great friends of mine. We always work together, so we're going to be doing a fundraiser for that. And of course, Wednesday, yo, check out Nick's thing, and we'll tell you more about that throughout the week. If you guys want to hear more about these things, you can follow us online at Barbed Wire Open Mic Series online. You can just follow Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. But yo, that's enough of that commercial. Let's cut that off. We're gonna get back to the open mic, and we're gonna go international, where we have our friend Lacan joining us from the Philippines. Lacan, what's up, man? It's always great to see your presence here at our mics. Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you so much, Richie. It's great to be always like be coming back here. And yes, it is morning here in the Philippines. It's 11:04 a.m. And it's great to wake up with poets. So magandang umaga. Good morning. And my name is Lakan. I'm a page performance slam street poet. And I have two new pieces I wrote before I slept. um, so the first one is called titled "Please Forgive the Vehicles climbing up the uphill road in front of me." Um, the first piece is titled "Contrition." I'm afraid to forgive the loneliness that these arms gave to myself. The shunned skin I've grown apart to hold what's left of my dangled head on the shoulders I've missed. I've missed you. I've been missing the sway and finding of my founding of the mold that cast me home. Then I don't want to repent yet for the longing that has been long. Too short was the fleeting refuge of silence made of nothingness by two lost people who saved everything in the fleeting touching of closed eyes, opened thighs, bent our lashes of frozen visors, still in the steel secrets of joy, reminiscing on gray memories I haven't absolved for. I can't yet. No, I won't yet. It has slept, kept in the marks on my cheeks. It seeks its penance soon. Then we'll have our stare in Claire. Peace will come in a tryst pardon where forgiveness will meet forgetfulness. Thank you. Second piece, I think PGN people would know this because we have a inside PGN, so we have a lot of group chats for the shows and all that. But this one is we have something called the back room, where we have like non PGN related stuff. So I posted this, and then I did it again. The title is "Hi, how are you?" Hi is spelled as HIGH. This is what depression looks like. It pulls back in a comfortable track, racking these eyes to squint in lies people will be comfortable to look at. Who wants to see a half death rising in each blink? Think. That's what I'd tell myself. Think about them. Think. Think about the people who doesn't know Rivotril or Elavil. Levels of ignorance is too crazy for the sane. We're not the same. Adjust those dilated eyes to look normal. This scratched neck should be wrapped tightly, choking a shrill too loud, too much for the ones who didn't get gang raped. People who doesn't finger burgundy from his father. People who gestures words ugly, fat, fag, stupid, a joke. Here's one. Here's one. Poke that jaw. I tell myself, it shouldn't shake from their laughter. We have to be above being under. Get along, get in line, get the joke. Get the joke. Breathe. That's advice they say. Pretend That's what I say. It works. Lying is easy than living. When you have people saying it's just a trigger, it's just a switch, where the hell is that switch? I wish I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Being angry in front of everyone. Come on, lie. Come on, lie. Lie better. I can't show fingers fidgeting, fighting the wind that makes me wonder why I'm like this. And others are not me. It's a game. Whoever shows their true self first loses. Smile. Give that smile that hides the foil still stuck on my palate. Smile. They don't understand who's fucking my brain now. Sometimes it feels good. Sometimes it feels wrong. But I'm okay. I'm fine. So fine you can see how fine the lines I've made in this wrist. Twist. Hide. I'm good at hide and seek. Tick. I still hear a beat, just like people who are lucky enough to know K is not potassium, or the ones who knows best about everything. They always have something to say. Don't do that. Think of vanilla ice cream. I've heard it all. Be strong. Hold on. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut it. Shoot me. Silence, for me, is the best advice. Chatter causes traffic in the skin. It itches. We have to scrape to escape. Tape the loose cracks together. Tinker the positivity. Make it look like truth. So people might see me, not look, smell me, not inhale, hear, not listen, talk to me, not speak, feel, not experience. People don't like understanding, just knowing. Is someone still here? Here? Here. Is someone still there? Is there? Where? Where? I'm sorry. I should, I should, I should, I should have said trigger warning. I wish depression also had a fucking warning. But apparently, I need to. Always. For you. For people like you. Thank you.
Damn, Lacan. Oh my God. Oh shit.
You're always amazing, man.
Damn, man.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow, 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 wow.
Spectacular, man. That was spectacular.
Somebody's supposed to
Salamat.
follow that.
Right.
Lacan, you got a feature coming up, man.
Gift to perform, a gift of a performance. Lacan, appreciate you, man. What do you have coming up? I heard, features and stuff, publications, all that good stuff.
I'm on July 10. I'll be featured at Word is Right. Thank you, Marisa Parada. Yes. And also on June 30th, I'll be featured at the Poetry Festival of Singapore. And then there's gonna be I think two are coming up. Two published works. One, I think two. Same time, almost the same time, I think. The first one is from El Paso, actually. Chrysalis I'm part of that, and I'll be published by Train River Publishing in New York. Thank you so much, Train River, for trusting my art as well as I trust you guys. And also later this year, I'll be featured featured as a poet, of course, at the Cheltenham Festival in the UK. So thank you so much, everyone. And please don't forget, subscribe, Poetry Global Network. We have 6 shows every week. So thank you so much. Maraming salamat. And to all the artists and poets here and the platform. Thank you, Richie. Salamat.
Yo, man, thank you. Awesome. That all sounds exciting, man. I love it when I can ask, well, what are you up to? And then you just got like boom, boom, list, that, things going on. It's exciting stuff. And as you mentioned, check out the Poetry Global Network. I know you guys are on YouTube right now. All of you guys watching right now, you're already on YouTube. All you have to do is just go. It might even be on the sidebar. It might be recommended. You know what I'm saying? Go by, just give it a quick subscribe, a like, check out some of the videos. There's a lot of cool stuff there, like the Poets React. We did have Kemlyn signed up. I don't think she's here yet, but they're on the Poet Reacts. So that's really cool. Finn Bell hosts the show. Like there's a lot of cool stuff going on. And so that's also one of the points of the show. Watching right now, go follow all these great projects and then check in on those features if you have the chance. So thank you, Lacan. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
It just feels great to be included on your poetry tour that you made that post, as a stop. That's really great, man. And you heard that voice right now. You got to follow with that, but I hear nothing but great things about our next performer who is making their online debut here at the Stay at Home Open Mic. But it's just, like I said, I've heard wonderful things. She already has a collection out right now called Lovely and Suffering with another one already in the works coming up pretty soon. Joining us from San Diego, California, let's go ahead and welcome Stacy Dyson to the microphone. Stacy, what's up? Hello.
Besides my blood pressure and the temperature, not a whole lot.
There, it's all right. Hey, well, welcome to this space, and I'm really excited to hear your work. Welcome.
Okay. This is from Lovely and Suffering. And it's part of a trio of poems, what I call the Karen poems. So this is Karen, Your Mammy Done Left the Building, Part 2. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being back away slowly from the cookout, nobody needs to get hurt, and 10 being me offering physical violence to elders, as in, I will slap your grandma and mine in the middle of Main Street at high noon for this. My irritation level is at about 45 and rising. All this crying and pearl clutching got me in a non-conciliatory frame of mind. Miss me with that noise, please. Why is my pain only validated by your distress? When Black, brown women cry for their babies, why is it necessary for white tears to validate the experience? Is it because we've done it so often that our tears are invisible? Don't count anymore? Why is any conversation always at your behest? We've been wanting to talk for centuries now. Why are our lives suddenly worth taking notice? Because you finally decided to take notice? Well then, it must be important. Check it. One white woman got upset one morning, spilled her coffee, got national headlines, and changed the law. We get up upset every morning, every hour of every day, spill all the tea, and get called gossips, abrasive, nasty, and non-pleasing. I was raised up carefully, well-born and well-bred. So the most I can say to that is, you may personally kiss it right here, cause F that S. Yeah, go on and laugh, but I have ancestors to answer to. Sorry, Grandma. Speaking for sisters everywhere, keep our names out of your mouths, because in case you hadn't got the memo, whatever you start, we are going to finish. Don't waste your tears on trying to impress us with your pain. We live where you only visit, and tourists, quite frankly, are not welcome. Sisters bleed, bond, and back each other up. Y'all want to eat the cake and not clean up the kitchen. Then get upset when your dainty selves catch hands or our ambitious dreams without stopping to drink at the river of your opinions. Some of y'all so weak, can't even take a Becky between the eyes. Can't get hit with the truth without crying about your stress level. Keep self-importantly screaming, you're the one making it about race. Well, yes, because it is. It always has been. You want to call me sister? Prove you fight like I do. That's right, you have to prove it. Don't want to see your pink cat hat or your notorious RBG t-shirt. Show me oppression turned into beauty marks, like children with full bellies, and laws that protect everybody. Show me relationships full of truth, not convenience. Show me your soul's tears hit the earth and birth renewable energies like gold and water and love, real love. You want me to call you sister? Listen to me. Stop using me. Celebrate who I am without making me use your mirror. Back me up, honor, and sing my songs too. Stop trying to be me when it suits or is fashionable. Just be real. Do you? And if that sounds like too much, well, let me put it this way. If after using my milk to suckle your children, after raising those children so they could sell or slave me and mine, after scrubbing your floors and your clothes so you could go to fundraisers where I got talked about as the problem, after being given the backseat in movements I bled out over, after moving ahead as an exemplar of my sisters, only to be judged by the standards by which the world celebrates everything you do or say or decide to be, if after all that you decide we're ungrateful or impatient or too angry, you know what? You may personally can unreservedly kiss it right here. 'Cause F that is. Sorry, Grandma.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yes. Woo.
Was dope.
Phenomenal.
Song,
Grandma.
Stacy.
That was dope.
Right on. Did you have another one?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me do the title poem for the book. I want to stop dreaming their names. I want to stop breathing their last words. I want to stop washing my hands for 20 seconds of what's going on and precious Lord, take my hand. I want to stop sitting on conference calls numb or crying because another fake 911 lynching murder was top news when I turned on my phone. I tell a lot of lies about allergies these days. I want to be able to call Brianna's name without aching and being sick, crying for 2 hours. I need people to stop reminding me that Jesus was a rebel. Jesus was a warrior. Keep my Savior's name out of your mouth if you cannot use it properly. I am exhausted. In the search for just a bit more calm, just a little more reason. I am not out of patience. I am finished being patient. I am tired of warning you to learn the difference. There is nothing more volatile than a Black woman who has made friends with both her beauty and her pain. And we are lovely and suffering right now. We are lovely and suffering right now. We are lovely and suffering right now. Thank you.
Wow. Damn, that's the title piece. Stacy, once again, welcome. Do you have a website anywhere we can find that book and social media we can follow you by?
I just put it in the chat. You can get Lovely and Suffering anywhere books are sold, Barnes & Noble, Amazon. If you want an autographed copy, you can hit me at my website. And with any luck at all, Richie, I'll be down to see y'all in El Paso in October.
Oh, right on. Yes, I've heard about this. Please get in contact with me, and we can find a featured event for you. Get you a
Absolutely.
feature show. All right. Well, thanks for making it today. Anything else you'd like to promote before we move on?
If you're going to be in the San Diego area at the end of August, on August the 29th, I'll be doing the hard launch for this book and the one coming after, which is called Follow Me on This. And among other folks, Ms. Sandy Shakes the Mic herself will be on stage with me. So it's going to be a party. Y'all need to come.
There you go. Right on. Gotta check it out. It's only a 10-hour drive from here.
Hey,
So we can make it do a road trip. Do a little tour. Might as well, right? Yeah, it sounds exciting. Thank you so much, Stacy, for making it on the show. And
Thank
as
you.
always, whenever you're compelled, feel free to come on by. Let's see. Okay, cool. So we did a quick jump to the West Coast. We're gonna go ahead and take it back east for a little bit, where we're gonna bring up. Oh yeah, we're going back to Jersey, where we have Terry Rose up next on the microphone. Terry Rose, what's up? Welcome back. Hey.
Hi. I have 5 haikus, and with the theme naked. My nakedness is hidden by fluffy writing, unexposed from view. Haiku number 2. Learning how to be comfortable in my skin in dimly lit rooms. Haiku number 3. Bare skin exposes my most vulnerable self, soft in the middle. Haiku number 4. Telling my story to anyone who listens, wearing heart on sleeve. Haiku number 5. Stripped down to bones, skin lay crumpled on the floor, words flay like a knife. I also wrote a triolet because I didn't know what that was. So I looked it up and I decided, let me try. So here's my triolet, trying to write a triolet. I know not to pray for patience. God grows weary of testing me. It's only poetic justice. I know not to pray for patience, feeling like falling off the fence. Praying to speak, Father, may I please? I know not to pray for patience. God grows weary of testing me.
Yeah, awesome. A triolet. Wow. Busting out with the obscure form. That's a French form, I believe.
Yeah. It's not it's my first try, so.
Got to try out the triolet.
Right.
I'm sorry. Did you have more? I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, I do, but
go for
this
it.
This is all I prepared for.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, as always, how can people connect with you online, support your work?
I'll put it in my Instagram. I Funny's mom. I'll put it in the chat.
Okay, awesome.
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah, definitely put it in the chat. And as always, that takes me back to Midnight Poet and his show. Put it in the chat. So shout out to Midnight, cool stuff he's doing on there. All right, yo, thank you. Yeah, iFunny's mom, Instagram, appreciate that. Thanks for reading. And it's always fun to try out forms, right? It's a different writing experience, but it helps. I once heard like it's easier to think outside the box once you know what it is, right? So form. All right, let's go and keep going. We're gonna keep it in Jersey. You guys all know the name. We've got Paul Conqueso up next on the mic. He's got a poem he wants to share. Guys, let's go and welcome Paul back. What's up, man?
Thank you, brother. Thank you for having the space. Thank you all for being so dope. Stacy fucking came through. So I'm envious that I'm not close if she does an in-person feature. Anyway, I have 2 pretty short pieces to share. I'm gonna just spit them. Real quick though, I want to plug, I have a workshop I'm teaching July 17th with the New Eurekan called Make It Make Sense. And that's going to be a sensory body poetry generative workshop. So if you want to come through, it's free. It's on the Zooms. Yeah. This first piece is called The Wild Forest. At times, the best path to take is the unbeaten one. When the windows to soul creep in, but you see them clear, even if you can't read them. Thanks. I do nothing to them. Seems like if you can communicate, the winding road might make its own way into rolling fields of cinnamon. In the bark of trunks thick as a heart's ventricles, never attempt to trim this lush blanket of brush because that's where the beauty lies, just beyond her eyes. All right. I don't usually write short shit, so I'm feeling my way through. This second piece is called All Magic is Matter. All magic is matter. All matter is magic. All life comprised of atoms, and thus we are all just stardust suspended on a spinning rock, upended in an endless milky pallided galaxy, a canvas of we who can be anything. Brains are gray matter, what's black and white when actually pink matter decides all life and death. Brain stems, wombs, uteruses, foreskins, and clitoris all stimulate the same, create new pink, black, brown, yellow, red, white, baby, blues. Who are we to assume which matters most? When we see black holes, all we know is they are in need. The most gravitational pull acting on them, collapsing entire galaxies, star systems, sons and daughters of cosmos, cosmic gnosis, celestial osmosis, and abracadabra, sleight of handed tricks. But what I say is we are all magical. All life is matter. Our lives all matter. Some just need the extra emphasis, protection from the nebula, a good luck hex, extending excess energy to end it. So if we can all agree, all magic matters. Black magic, black lives, black girls, black boys, black trans voices, non-binary voices too, black women, men, the whole spectrum of mixed and interrace, all simply human race. If we interface as if we all share the same particles of stardust coursing through our veins, someday we may say we realized black lives are black magic and black lives matter. All lives matter. All matter. I didn't mean to say that. All matter is magic. Those aren't black lives magical. Black magic matters too. Let's keep the magic alive. You and I, lucid in the sky, with diamonds in our eyes, because black gems shine even brighter in light. Thank y'all for the space. Appreciate it. Love y'all.
That was magical.
Yo, man, that was awesome, man.
Thank you.
Oh, always come with some fire. And I gotta admit, that piece is fire, but I'm always a little disappointed when you don't sing. Like now, ever since you unleashed it, I'm like, is it gonna be today? Let's find out.
I sang myself out at the New Yo, so I'm kind of a little sung out. But I got you next time, Richie. I hear you. I got you. I appreciate you.
Awesome, beautiful piece. It really does remind me, when magic. I always just think of like in language. When we think of magic, then you have that phrase abracadabra, and how it translates loosely to I will create as I speak, and that is absolutely something that we do. So, dude, thank you for coming on. Definitely, if you guys already don't know, follow him online, Paul Conqueso. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Hell yeah. Gotta do the heart across the sign. All right, man. Let's see. Yo, this list is looking great. We got a lot of people. We want to get them on. So we're going to go from Jersey to Cleveland, the land of Cleves, where we have urban cowboy poet. Last week, we had John Hammond in his place. I believe UCP is back. What's up, man? Welcome back to the show.
All right. UCP is back, but I'm in this mood, not really to do legends. I kind of slipped through a legend at New York. I feel like singing. If Paul's not going to sing, I'll sing. If I can, there's enough Spanish speakers in there. I'm going to do a song that I translated into Spanish when I was in Spanish school. One of my all-time favorite songs, if I can. Estaré viendo en todos lugares antiguos familiares que embraza mi corazón todo el día. En ese pequeño café, el parque a través del camino, el carrusel de niños, el castillo, el pozo de deseos. Ok, te estaré viendo en cada bonito día de verano, en cada cosa que es ligera y feliz. Siempre te pensaré de esa manera. Te encontraré en el sol de la mañana y cuando la noche esté nueva. Estaré mirando a la luna, pero te estaré viendo solo tú. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new. I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. gracias.
Awesome, man. You got some crooning, man. Sounded lovely.
What?
Very cool.
Yeah. Yo comprendo. How was my Spanish?
Great, man. You're singing too. Spanish singing. It all was lovely. It transported me.
I was ready to sing it at the right key, and I always do that. I pitch it a little bit too high when I come out singing, but I handled it. Yeah, gracias. You like my background?
The painted dunes. Is that what that is?
No, it's real. It's not painted. It's Rainbow Mountain, La Montaña de Siete Colores in Peru. I was there last year, February 20.
Oh, right on. That's cool. Yeah, I meant painted as like naturally, like through the
Yeah,
landscape.
no. Yeah, it's a Rainbow Mountain. Real name is Vinicunca, but about 10 years ago, the glacier or whatever snow cover melted, global warming, and it's discovered. It wasn't known before that it was like that. And it's 17,000 feet high. It was an all-day trip. I saw it clear like this for like 2 seconds, and then the clouds came. But it was fun. Well, thank you. Gracias.
All right. As always, thank you. Do you want to promote any upcoming shows or anything?
Well, if anybody wants to feature me, I'll be glad to do that.
Well, there you go. Shout out.
I have a Facebook and YouTube, Urban Cowboy Poetry.
All right, Urban Cowboy Poetry. And what's up? Sorry.
What? What's going on?
Oh no, Mom, I thought I interrupted you. I heard like an and.
And I don't have a book out yet. I want to get a book out. I want to get featured. I want to follow, subscribe.
It's in the works.
What?
Hell yeah, it's in the works.
Okay.
There you go, man. Got to keep. That's right. Awesome, man. So definitely check that stuff out. Thank you, Urban Cowboy Poet, as always, for joining us in the gift of music. Again, that's a theme tonight. Again, we got some singing. Definitely looking forward. We have some more musicians signed up for later in the show.
Too.
There you go. Perfect. There it is.
Bare necessities on the line. Okay, go on with the show.
That's the theme music, man. That's the theme music. Thank you,
yeah.
Greg. Oh, I love that's such a nice tone too out of that sax.
There's
All right.
There's some sweet sounds I got out.
Well, yeah. So definitely stick around. We can talk more about that. We usually do hang out a little bit at the after party. We're gonna keep going for the list though. We're actually gonna bring up some of our first El Paso poets, and as always, we've got one of our faves. I can't even imagine a Monday without them as part of the lineup. Let's go and welcome Lee MS back on the show. Lee, what's up? How's it going? What it do? Staying fresh, right?
No, damn it. Oh, you can hear me now?
Now we can hear you.
Perfect. All right. Sorry, working with something new over here. So I don't have something else, something new, something borrowed, but I do have 3 new ones. So I'm just going to go with it. This one is called Cría Cuervos by the refrán Cría Cuervos y te sacarán los ojos. So first in English and then in Spanish. And that's thunder, by the way. It's pouring over here. The crow opens its beak in anticipation, waiting for me to pluck out my eyes and fit it my foresight. I reach a claw to my brain and rummage for reasons why I might want to keep this gift of sight. But I think of nothing, instead finding glimpses of all possible futures, all gray and bleak. The claw is now at eye level, waiting for the slow process of balance, the pros and cons of seeing it all. The claw reaches, and the last thing I remember are the crow's innards and its mocking caws. And then in Spanish. El cuervo abre el pico en anticipación, esperando a que me saque los ojos y le alimente mi previsión. Llevo una garra a los sesos, hurgando razones por las cuales me gustase mantener el don de la vista, pero encuentro nada. En su lugar encuentro vislumbres de todos los futuros posibles, sombríos y grises por igual. Con la garra posicionada frente a mis ojos, espero al lento proceso de encontrar balance, los pros y contras de verlo todo. La garra se extiende hacia mí y lo último que recuerdo es el interior del cuervo y sus graznidos burlones. That's one. The next one is called If Home is Where the Heart Is. When I was a graduate student back in 2011 to 2013, 2000, something like that, whatever. When I was a graduate student, I loved couch surfing. And back then, I never thought of it as me being homeless until, you start working in the population. You're like, oh shit, am I in the same situation? So this is about that. A home only in paper, driftwood I hanged onto so I could pretend I belong across the border, past the driest river, away from all I knew and forced to assimilate, to strive. When I first got my ID card, the clerk asked me the names of those before me, only known because of the paper trail left of their lives once here. A household of faceless many, all inhabiting the same home in parallel dimensions. I slept there every full moon when the waning sky was swallowed by darkness and the gates opened for a brief lapse of time, its guardian unaware of my arrival and I unaware of her departures. It worked because it had to, but despite the roof above my head, I could still not call it home, its crevices still unknown to me under sunlight. Ever transient, I spent many nights in beds not mine, a perpetual stranger, the homesick ghost longing for a home that was not there. I laugh about it now, but it is in retrospect. With no means of survival by myself, couch diving, wherever a door would open, a house for every day of the week seemed unlike homelessness to me. The thought of it far too removed from my three jobs, full-time student schedule. From makeshift beds to worn-out mattresses, the couch surfing days to unwelcome rental spaces, and years after, finally, a place to belong and call home. And then the last one, this is in light of recent events with what's going on with our Indigenous communities in Canada. So this is called The Church is on Fire. Sir, the church is on fire and we cannot quell its hunger. Sir, the faces of weeping gods and saints are now melting down the altar, contorting into painful grimaces as they stare at us from below. Sir, they have unearthed what we hid under the ground we took by bloodshed. How will we explain the blood in our hands and maintain believers believing, giving, sacrificing to us, to God? Sir, the church is on fire, and there are blisters on your hands and burned down names of the many we buried below. And that's it for me.
Wow. Damn, Lee. Thank you for sharing those. Wow. You got the whole blue room thing going on, so you're always blue still. Anything you'd like to promote? You have your social media, your sheet and all that? Oh, look at that. Coming with the coolness.
So you can follow me on Instagram at cadáveres_literarios. If you cannot spell that, you can also find me on Facebook. It's Lee Martinez Soto. And also my link tree, which I'll post in there. It does have different ways in which you can assist the Indigenous communities in Canada and some of the ones in here as they continue finding the unmarked graves of children.
Right on, very important. And yeah, that very important thing that I'd like to hear more about, honestly, like people calling out, and 'cause it's been a thing for a while. So thank you, Lee. As always, thanks for being part of this. Good having you. All right, let's see. So, cool. All right. Yeah, we got more peeps from El Paso. Stick around. We got a lot of people signed up. A lot of people still signing up. So we want to make sure to get everyone on. And I'm looking. Some people might not be here. So again, just kind of keep your ears and eyes out for the list and where we're at. But right now we're going to stay in El Paso, where we do have Mr. Monday Night, as we like to say. He's always there to help out. He's been here since day one, since we've been doing this. And definitely, I really do trust him with helping me co-host and do the timestamps and all that stuff. So, guys, let's go ahead and welcome our next performer. Let's welcome Kit Wren to the stage. It's Kit. It's your turn, man. What's up?
Good evening, friends. And we all are friends by now. How are y'all? Everyone so far has been amazing. We've had some debuts and some people who have obviously been doing this for a while but are just new to us. And they're all received with the same enthusiasm and wonder. And I will try and keep that spirit going, but I offer you no guarantees. The same raven was sitting on the same lamppost at 10:30 a.m. and 2 in the afternoon. What did it know that I didn't? Everything's a sign if you want it to be. It was still there at 8:30 that night, and I, convinced that this bird would insert meaning into my flat life like yeast, commanded my Uber driver to pull over. I asked the raven, "Are you here for me?" No answer. I hit the post twice with what I thought to be summoning force. But when the metal stopped chiming, the raven did not fly down or even look down, but still spoke. I am not here to tell you anything. I am not the corner piece in the puzzle you've made of life. You have a colonist's eyes. You think that everything you see is yours. Why would that be true? Do not hit my lamp again. I have ravenly duties to attend to. Attend to your own, whatever those are. For years, I wondered what he meant. Never mind how many years. I think he meant that I must inhabit myself more fully, to risk my blood going to the fingertips, not keeping it all in the core, to not see all animals as lessons or all people as transactions. I try to recall which lamppost it is he holds sentry on, and then I remember his disinterested, exasperated, almost disgusted tone. A thank you would be ill-received. An apology would be worse. Haughty and presumptuous. My original sins. I sit in the bathroom and practice nodding sternly. If I ever see the raven, I will show him that I too know my duties and have been briefed independently on the new intelligence. And a fun one, pretty much the only one where I have a rhyme that works. But that's not important. You don't need to know what I think my deficiencies are, but you're gonna find out anyway because I'm neurotic and I talk a lot. Mumble, mumble, transition. Friday night, uncaffeinating myself at the local bar in the company of my best friend, who is also my personal attorney. He has been stood up for the second time this week by the same woman, but he won't accept my laughter or my sympathy. At least I'm in the game, Kit. We're worried about you. We think you might die alone. But how can I be alone if I have a we? What a robust and useful we it is. They talk me out of unnecessary mea culpas. They edit my DMs for clarity. They surreptitiously feed me the name of the woman at the end of the bar who has reason to think she knows me. Sorry. You look good. The Chisme Industrial Complex will exceed all of its targets this year, thanks to my self-appointed paparazzi. Rejection may still swell and puff like a bee sting, but do you remember what happens next to the bee? I have a nation of friends in places high, low, and hidden. How can any man think of me as lonely when my love is legion like the Swiss Guard, when they are versatile like a Swiss knife, when they are reliable like a Swiss watch, outwardly neutral but deeply partisan, just like the Swiss. And then one more of mine, and then the famous and vaunted cover poem. I want to talk about the things that don't matter as if they do. I want the only raised voices to be joyous. I want no unspoken tension. I want all negative emotions to be a playful ritual act. They can't be killed entirely, but they can be declawed, made subservient to a higher, kinder force. I want all tears to be performative and all smiles to be genuine. I want our differences to be topics of interest instead of means of control. I want every great work to be without an author. I will not ask anyone to forgive unilaterally, but I want everyone who seeks forgiveness to find it. I want their apologies to not be boilerplate or rehearsed, but spontaneous, and if possible, totally wordless. I want the nonpartisan roar of a football crowd that just saw what they cannot describe and don't care which team scores anymore. Their cheers join as a white noise that never fades or resolves into signal until amazement is the only thing that we can feel, until thank you is the only thing we can say. And thank you. And I'm going to close with a favorite of mine, Wisława Szymborska, the Nobel Prize winner from Poland. She's quite funny, and this is an example of that. This is called advertisement. I am a tranquilizer. I'm effective at home. I work in the office. I can take exams on the witness stand. I mend broken cups with care. All you have to do is take me. Let me melt beneath your tongue. Just gulp me with a glass of water. I know how to handle misfortune, how to take bad news, how to minimize injustice, lighten up God's absence, or pick the widow's veil that suits your face. What are you waiting for? Have faith in my chemical compassion. You're still a young man, woman. It's not too late to learn how to unwind. Who said you have to take it on the chin? Let me have your abyss. I'll cushion it with sleep. You'll thank me for giving you 4 paws to fall on. Sell me your soul. There are no other takers. There is no other devil anymore.
And with that, that is the end of the set, as is with the hands clasping together. You've created alchemy once again, my friend. Kit, Ren, everyone. Hell yeah, got the thumb claps. Cheers. I forgot my beer today, but I got the coffee, you know, that always works. Yo, man, so how can we connect? What you got? What you're working on, man?
I still have a little coffee too, so got the day drink and the night drink. Oh, God, I still can't find my paper. Instagram at Kit Ren Away, Twitter at Kit Talk Sports, Goodreads at Kit Talks Books, Facebook at my name, because that's my name. Yeah, I have a scared, cowardly dog over here that's looking at me. He doesn't know English. Now he's offended. He doesn't know a little English. And I'll be here next week. I'll be putting the little timestamp so y'all can tell your friends where you are. And I hope everyone else can keep this energy going. And I hope that I've kept this energy going.
I love it, man. I love it. Great. Wonderful. Mumble transition. I gotta learn that one. I gotta utilize that one more, to be honest. But those of you tuning in for the first time, and if you're not familiar with the community, you know, Kit, or you know, again, so we do have our YouTube live stream. This is the show, the live show, and something that has been really useful is that, you know, at some point later on in the week, Kit goes by and he reviews, and he adds timestamps of everybody's performance. And that's really helpful, because, you know, if you want to go back and listen to a particular piece or someone in particular, you can do that. That's a great thing. So as always, thanks to Kit for that. And if you want to, send some donation his way, I'll let him put that info in the chat. But let's keep it going. And it's about to be crazy in here because we do have a debut for this mic. I believe as far as I know, no, there's no way that she's been on before, but you guys are like most of you guys already know her, love her. We have Ray Jane up next on the mic, gonna do something amazing as always, because I've been following Ray Jane for a while online, and then when she does that Neo Rican and all the other mics and anthologies. So Ray Jane, what is up? Welcome to the show. What is up?
Hey, Richie. Oh man, I'm excited to be here. This is my first time with you guys. Certainly won't be my last. Usually an old lady when it comes to staying up on weekdays, but I'm gonna definitely try. I've enjoyed being here with you so far. I have two for you, if you'll allow me. I am actually putting together my first book, which I'm really excited about. So you guys, please look out for that. As I'm compiling, it's unearthing a bunch of pieces that I forgot I had, that I still very much enjoy. So this is one of them. It's called Nervous. Waiting for you, smelling like budding. I'm opening as we speak. You make me nervous, all my endings tingling. Hoping you feel me, 'cause I'm reeling, intoxicated, I'm wasted. And we so close you can taste it. Let's face this. I'm a little gross when engrossed. Let's do the most, no? I know you like that French shit, whispering wildness in my ears. Did I mention my dreams to you before? 'Cause I swore I heard you verbally illustrate me. Damn. I look good in your mouth. Coyly, you pretend not to know what I'm talking about, but bodies betray and hips mimic lips, grazing each other's grass. Are we moving too fast? But what is time, really? That's the type of question we roll around with, tossing perspectives betwixt. Perspiration and drenched sheets make me want to beat that thing into submission. Uncannily submissive, I dismiss complete need to control our speed. You lead. You speak in a tone I can heed. We teach. Word to me, unsure of ancestors' purpose for crossing our paths, but your intent has made me fat with gratitude for your service.
Go, girl.
Thank you. I got one more for you guys. This one is called Valhalla Love. Him alone forever, on the run from pack, trying to escape that wildness until he comes across her. He shouts, pleading in the tongue of flesh and bone, to which she responds, moving swiftly vagabond, howling so he may see her. She shapeshifts, but refuses to converse in a lower language. He could hear her loud and clear anyway. Muzzled by his memories, he shakes his head, tempting to loosen who he is, replace it with what he wants instead of who he has and was, somehow peel it from his spirit, knowing such a feat far from possible, his wisdom slowing him, his reawakening breaking through his clouds. Now she raised her jaws to the heavens, trumpeting him, announcing he has returned like light. Valkyrie, she transitions him. Eternally he free while she watching him be reborn and forgetting her at each dawn, taking a new wife and calling her to mature his seed, all the while she waits patiently for the right next life. Thank you.
All right, girl.
Oh yes.
That's
Woo. Ooh, yo, oh, that was amazing as always. I love it. I'm glad you got to share it today. I know it's the late show, but I'm glad you stayed up a little bit and people can experience you perform for the first time. Like that's amazing. So if they want to hear more and support your work, I know you got your website. Tell us about that.
Oh yeah, so you can find all of my pieces, including over 50 recordings on SoundCloud. A link to that on itsrayjane.com. That's itsrayjane.com. I actually have a bunch of things coming up this week. On Friday, I'm doing an IG live show with one-on-one poetry with William Washington. And then on Saturday during the day, the outside stage garden rumba. So if you want to come see me in person, I'll be with La Bruja at 3 p.m. on 401 East 143rd Street. And then that night, if you're feeling a little frisky, at the Art of Seduction's 1-year anniversary show with Monica Martinez. And then later on in the month, I'll be doing my first workshop, which I'm excited about. So just follow me on Instagram, and much, much more to come. Thank you for allowing me to share your space, Richie, and to all of you, I'm excited to hear what you share.
Yes, awesome. It's Ray Jane. Yeah. I geek out, like when I see people like come in from another space and get to share, and then yeah. So anytime you're up, can't sleep, come join us. See a lot of familiar faces, a lot of new ones too. All right, so let's see, where are we at on the list? So that was, of course, Ray Jane coming from New York, but we're gonna go West Coast, the Bay Area, where we have Finn Bell up next. You always hear her name dropped, and we love her. Finn Bell, what's up? Welcome back. Welcome back.
What's up, Richie? I will just do a hey. I will just go and pull something from the archives. So it's just going to be an old poem. Get my get the spotlight off of me. I will readily admit that when a phrase begins with the word original, the first word I think of following it is not inspiration, but sin. Perhaps 8 years of Catholic school really does that to you, makes you think of just how much wrong you've committed and how much farther from salvation you have situated yourself, and how much penance you now owe the big guy to assure that St. Peter admits you beyond those pearly gates. Or perhaps what I'm doing is completing the compound word unconsciously, like reflex in my mind. Original and sin to me are a bonded pair, kind of just like rum and coke. Think about it. What would one be without the other? Honestly, I think either drunk or diabetic, and the hamster wheel gamut that runs in between. I continue that line of thoughts, concentrating as if down on my knees upon the hard, narrow-wood slat within the confessional box, or as if I were meditating very piously on the transgressions I have committed, that I began reciting easily inside my head like litany. The ripple effect of the devil convincing the serpent, and the serpent seducing Eve, and Eve enticing Adam, and how deplete and satiated, but also ashamed and buck naked all parties were at the end. I may stop to retrace my steps back at some point, to determine my thoughts' origin, but inevitably become sidetracked and no longer care about where I achieve the connection, because daydreaming is infinitely more delicious in its succulent rapture, and I would rather begin to think of the cunning serpent as Carol's white rabbit, making our mother, Eve, into Alice. But no, I'm not satisfied with this answer, and I dig even deeper and find Eve is really the rabbit. I find that Eve is not the instigator, but the inception. I find that Eve is a blessed event, the sainted bunny, leading us all down the silk walls of her rabbit hole. And here we realize as we tumble among prayer and penance that the rabbit was also dear Alice all along, and was always as mad as the hatter, the hare, his raven, and his writing desk alike, though still not quite the Cheshire cat, lip curled thick with all the answers, and certainly not the enlightened caterpillar, wise and all-knowing among his every questionable mushroom. The queen, complacent in her red glory, is decidedly not Alice, and at least not yet, not quite, but almost. I implore you, walk down the bramble path with me on this. Is it blasphemy to put the queen right back center in her Garden of Eden? Is it Revolution to recast her, reveal her, not revile her? Is it conceit to rinse clean the propaganda and tell her story from the beginning? For it is the beginning when her mouth first proclaimed, "Let there be light." You feel you have heard it somewhere else from a prophet receiving an echoing scripture, and I proclaim once more to you this mind-bending truth now. And it lingers while it's done. You'll believe God is a woman. I guess that really makes her a goddess. And pause, breathe, and absorb the sacred word. How could she not be? Can you recall the timeline when she so casually informed us? Why, sometimes I believed as many as 6 impossible things before breakfast, and then goes on and outdoes herself by +1 in dominion over the earth, in every sea, flora, and fauna, and still have time to kick up her heels in the pool and down a mimosa, looking that damn good. I, Eve 1, percolating concept along with morning coffee rabbit 2. Through the tangle of warrens we lead you, Red Queen 3. I just flipped over the eggs, over medium, set the table 4 and 5, inspiration, original, and pulpy. You know, I think I'll have 6 sizzling thoughts before bacon jumps the pan. Flesh, not borrowed rib, fully cooked. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woo!
Took us to Wonderland.
Woo, just lovely every
was
time.
awesome.
So lovely.
Appreciate it so much. You know, I just noticed that it's raining right now outside. So as you were reading that, I started smelling the rain. It was like, oh, that was so pleasant, taking us to Wonderland, and then
I'm
getting to
bringing the
experience
rain
that.
today.
There you go. There you go. You brought it. The Rainmaker. So what do you have coming up in Fincabulary, your podcast? I know you got a lot to promote. What would you like to share today?
The podcast has been resurrected. And so I did a small starter opening, soft opening of an episode. You guys can listen to that. It's called Coffee Date. It's supposed to be horror light. But my first official episode for season 6 came out early this morning, or actually, I'm sorry, this afternoon, and it's Ed Poetastic. He is my first storyteller, so tune in for that. It's already on my Spotify Fincabulary, which is the same name. And then my open mic is titled, it's this coming Thursday, it is titled Let Freedom Ring. Take that however you want it. Like people said, fuck the 4th. So it's not about the 4th, it's about freedom. And co-hosting that day on Thursday is no other than Generalissimo. He will be the host of that episode. So there you go. Oh, and also, on my show, I just recently had a delicious, wonderful, I can't even describe, poet. It's okay, Lacan, from Barcelona. Yeah. No, I'm not a little in love with him. Be quiet. Named Craig Martin Getz. Please watch that episode. It's up on our YouTube channel on the PGN. The PGN. I was going to say network again. Richie, please stop me. On PGN. Thank you.
Awesome. I said it earlier, but it's always a beautiful thing when you can just tout event podcast. I love it. Finn Bell. We love you. We love you so much. Thank you for everything, all you do, and all your support. Like you said, I saw that episode drop. Check out the Poets Lighthouse first of all. I subscribe, so now I see every time everything's uploaded. It's a lot of fun and a new way to interact with this expanded global poetry community that has I think been nurtured since last year, where many of us just found each other in this way, and it's an amazing thing. I like the Poets Lighthouse series. Paul Conqueso's on there. I'm gonna be a little cheesy. Check out my episode. I was on episode 4, I think. I can't remember, but it's fun stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, and of course the podcast. This is perfect segue because you just heard that the episode dropped of the Story podcast. We have Ed Poetastic up next. As you guys know, life is fantastic, poetastic, plain classic. All right, joining us from Washington D.C. we got Ed. What's up, man?
Hey, my favorite host that we love the most, that goes coast to coast, that deserves a toast. And thank you, Finn Bell. You always make me so swell. Hey, everyone. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone have a significant, incredible, and magnificent night. I'm here to give you such a wonderful, rhymical fright. So please, please, please don't say goodnight. All right, let's do this. This is called Bare Naked Truth. We're exposed poets. We stand naked every day. Oh, come on, you know it. One shades every single day. You know it, no denying it, our emotions on display. You have to quickly admit, we all write bare essays. Our words can really hit, flushing out the inner gray. Yes, we're naked, don't quit, shine your golden ray. I know if you feel so sick, show the world the way. I hope it can really click, chip away you and others' clay. Keep crushing those bricks, help all who are lost and astray. Perform those emotional tricks, make the inner trauma delay. Give a backbone for those pricks, make the thunderstorms decay. Change or inform the skeptics, acceptance no more betrays. Support that man or chick, unshackle the colors of obey. Make your personality stick, give advice in life's disarrays. Remove those small annoying ticks, bare naked insight you betray. You're naked, everything will be okay. All right, and I got Dream On. Dream on to catch your planet, live on to shine your light, walk on to taste the sun, run on to fuel your core, fly on to hug the clouds, see on to grasp the horizon, hear on to sense the chimes, fly on to expand the freedom, crawl on to hug the earth, wander on to build the sea, search on to touch the gold, play on to wake the creatures, hate on to feel the storms, cry on to sink the oceans, fight on to hold the lightning, sing on to control the clouds, speak on to call the flames, dance on to shake the land, sleep on to travel the cosmos, think on to absorb the skies, love on to shape the stars, go on to ride the tides. All right, I got one more. Thank you for being so credible and magnificent. All right, this is called my bad. Fire and ice. Both burn twice. It's not always nice to cry like little mice, hurting from a price. Cost of de-splice. Not innocent as rice. We rolled the double dice for a taste of nature's spice. Very scary but entice. Hear the nature's advice. Please don't care to sacrifice the piece of your paradise. Cover from the bites. Stand up for what's right. Protect your vivid lights. Cherish your calm nights. Hold your loved ones tight with all your ironclad might. Remember the blissful sights. I have one more golden advice. Unpredictable life isn't precise. But take it from me, don't be vice. Here's something to be less imprecise. Remember lessons up in your cognitive device. Thank you.
Yeah, come in with those poetic devices, Mr. Poetastic. Fantastic. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
So, what you got going on, man? Tell us about that podcast you just did.
Oh, the podcast actually was about a story. It's a personal story. If you want to know a personal, it's I don't want to reveal anything, but the only note is please listen to it. It's basically the meaning for that story is the brightest diamond comes from the most blackest coal.
That's a good lead, like I'm not gonna give it away. You're gonna have to listen to it. Yeah, definitely put a link, man, on the chat so we can check that out. But thank you for sharing, Ed.
Thank you.
Glad you made it out, man. All right. So that's from Ed joining us from Washington D.C. But we're gonna get back to El Paso, where we do have a performer that we've missed for a good couple of weeks now. She's been busy traveling all around the country, but we got Signs of Poetry up next. I'm just announcing you as how you signed up. You got Denise Signs in the house. What's up?
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I thought I'd try it out. Let's see. Test the waters with that new name. But hello guys, I missed you. Yes, it doesn't seem as if I traveled throughout the whole United States, but it did. It was a pretty big chunk, and it's a long ass motherfucking drive. I'm glad to be home. I'm glad I made it for sure. Okay, so I have just two to share with you guys. I wrote them today, so I hope you guys like them. This one's called Los Desaparecidos. How many more bodies must we find before we tear the churches down? Be not naive to believe that the Catholic Church is the only sect to bury their victims. Under the guise of salvation, the land is cursed, native burial grounds. Holy water cannot wash away priestly sins that scorch the earth. The soil salted with the tears of parents for the children that never returned. Search beneath the floors of their desecrated spaces so we can find the missing that were lost under the guidance of the cross. Bring them back home so they can finally lay their heads down on more familiar grounds. Back to the arms of those that never gave up on the fact that they would one day come back. Tear the churches down so our loved ones can finally find their way back to the place they call home. Thank you. Okay, so this one's slightly different, but this one's called Ears Listening Underwater. I like drugs that make me forget that I have limbs attached to my mind. I like to leave the sack of flesh behind as I get sky high. I hate the feeling of grinding teeth and shaking bones. I like to snort away the feeling of my heart beating, smoke away the sensation of being alive, cognitive enough to not forget to breathe. Disconnect my mind in outer space. I'm frying my brain. I was everybody and they were me. A different perspective, a new point of view, a crystal facet. I'm a jeweler looking through a looking glass focused on the rainbow reflection of one of its many faces, prismic shine of divine light, a small cross section of the universe's skies, where galaxies reside atop a canopy of dark energy, dark matter, those things we cannot see, where the lost will find their way to never be found. Swimming through the void, home, light years away. I'd rather be lost than ever be found. Thank you guys. I missed you.
Yes. Welcome back. Without missing a beat, you're right back into it. Denise.
Yeah. Well, good to hear from you again.
All the love. Thank you. Did you just do like a quick mic drop like thing, like peace, and then you like did your video off?
I just muted so if someone wanted to, I don't know.
No, I legit though. All
I'm
the
just being
praise,
polite.
all the love. No, all the love. You know, show some love. That's how we make noise. We clap, we snap, we cheer, put in the chat, fire emoji, all that good stuff. All right, so check it out, Denise. Really quick though, for people who for whatever reason have not encountered you yet, especially people watching on YouTube right now, how can they continue to see what you have coming up? Because I know you got some really good stuff coming up, and like just support your work.
Yes. If you guys can search me up on Facebook with Denise Science. I'm gonna be posting up a new page that I'm gonna do that's just gonna be completely focused on my work. So I'll be posting there like some stuff that's coming up, like a Tumble Words poetry. It looks so weird.
Oh shoot. Okay, the internet happened. Wait, is it me or is it
I think it might be
Oh,
me.
okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
You said you ended on Tumblewords workshop, I believe.
Oh yeah, so I'll be posting just a bunch of other stuff that's coming up as well. But yeah, so thank you.
Right on, hell yeah! Thank you, Denise. Yeah, I freaked out, and sometimes it's weird because I don't know if it's maybe my internet connection because like everyone stops and freezes and it gets quiet. I'm like, oh no, I got separated from you guys, and then I get FOMO for that brief moment, you know. So yeah, amazing, Denise. Check out. I'm excited for Belly the Snake still coming out, and all those things you mentioned.
I did promote that on my blog as well.
Good job, Dan. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dan is gonna close the night as always, so he's still kind of waiting in the wings. But we got lots of people still signed up. We're gonna get them on. I'm typing the list right there. So next up, we're gonna stick around in El Paso, where like it feels great. I have the window open and it's raining, and it just smells great and it's fresh. I'm loving it. Hopefully our next performer is as well. She hasn't been here in a couple of weeks. Definitely miss when she signs up and can't make it. But we do have Patty up in the house. Double Patty mail. I don't know because Finn keeps on calling for delicious poets. So up next we got Patty. Take
Just
it
want
away.
to make sure you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. One piece. That's it. I had to crawl within the hollow bones of my frame to save myself. Had to drown in my own blood to know the direction in which my heart flowed. Had to peel away each connecting piece of skin just to see what I was truly made of. I pierced through closed eyelids just to see how I truly saw the world beyond me. Shortened the stride of my step to see if I somehow missed pebbles interlacing between the patterns of my souls. I finally knew the strain in the sky as the daylight missed the darkness of the moon. Wondered if the sun's rays would blind the shadows of a starless night. Wondered if stars craved to return to the time of the day in which all shone brighter. Wondered if the dark, hollow parts of me would know light again. I stretched the membranes of my brain only to discover all that was still left to be known. Measured the nostrils of my nose to conclude if I was really breathing in life. Stretched my arms forward to know the distance of my grasp and if I could extend it. I counted the hair follicles emerging out of my skin to see how many entryways there was to break me. I removed the kneecaps from my legs so the burdens of this world wouldn't bring me to my knees. I laid each piece of myself on dusty wood floors. Even the rats stayed astray. Drew a map to put myself together in ink that bled as the ceilings leaked. The thirst in my throat left me unable to swallow the day's timeline. The broken skin on my lips left me unable to pronounce the verbs that provoked action. 73 pieces of myself and counting, all laid out between the kitchen sink and the bathroom toilet. All right, done.
All right, Patty. I was gonna say, like, we're not gonna be able to see the thumbs up this time until the light flashes on you again.
Wait, hold up. There.
Awesome. The as is key. Although you got a lot of peeps always asking, like, is that it? We need more. We need more. Okay, but that's fine. I understand. It looks pretty loud and rainy over where you're at. So do you have anything you'd like to promote? I know you do. I know you got it.
Yeah, so follow me on Patty's_poetic_life. Out.
And sorry, I was muted the whole time. I was just saying that we've missed you. Your poetry is a gift, just like this rain. Rain is a gift in the desert, you know. So thank you so much for doing your thing and getting to share that. We got to get you out to a live mic, okay? Stop working so much. Come out and just hang out with us at an open mic one day, okay? Okay, so let's go in. We're going to go to the Bay Area where we've got Elemental in the house. Speaking of storms, one of the storm gods. We got Elemental. What's up, man? One of the original 10. You guys are all in your nicknames. What's up, man? How you doing today?
What's good, Richie? Good to be here, man. How you doing?
Excellent, excellent, man. I'm happy to have you here. Go ahead and take it
I
away.
appreciate you, man. I really appreciate you for holding space for everyone who ripped tonight. You're always so amazing, man. Really. So many things going on, man. So I'm just gonna drop this one poem. Still kind of deciding if I want to do another Amiri cover. That's just my guy. But so this is clearly everybody coming with the naked stuff. Mine is along that same line. So it's naked. Stripped down funk, we drumsticks, ride cymbals to bass pedal, full metal turntable labeled explicit grooves make you lose all restrictions, transmission directly from the mothership. It's going down. It's raw, that sauce, seasoned with a deft touch that blessed us with a deft jam that now stands as promised land, made legends of men and women and children and human, tired of big band, jazz swing, poodle skirt, memoirs of record execs who refuse to see measures as rule meant to be severed. We artists with hearts for this dig into deadly to find dangerous rhythms hidden in 4/4 labyrinths guarded by generations of proof, crooning ancient dialects with all disrespect intended in the most respectful way, of course. We heard it, lying dormant, chaotic storm front when elements collide and decide it's time to evolve the laws of melody, wake minds like reveille, heavy D, steady as Eric B. Don't sweat the technique, just watch as we freak these beats without sheet music. We rebels. Taste the Jamaican flavor, toasting farewell to purgatory of love songs and disco, less hip throw, more Nas flow, a soul sonic forsto, a son unique and the battalion from Shaolin, wild style, microphone maniacs, brought poetry back to smack the speakers in every section. Poor people need hope in every form. Where is freedom when the devil adorned your street signs? Turn poverty to rhyme. Like water to wine, out the problems of tired and troubled, of being hungry and poor and tired and sick and hungry and tired and poor and sick and hungry and tired and sick and tired of being sick and tired of being hungry and poor. We hip hop, beacon for lost souls with bold color for blood, speaking with an accent of tragic events that led to the direct descendant of genius. Change speeds with pitch bend, find sweet spots, beat nuts, electric circuits on common ground, beats by the pound, no limit with when dilated people see black stars and gang stars, world premiere, Yo MTV Raps, big ticket in the basement, solidified placement of bona fide masons, brick by brick built declaration, safe haven for injury-laden 808 syncopation in the language of the streets. They weren't ready, but you can't stop life once it's already on the way. When you tear away the strings, keys, leads, minus the reeds, you're left with seeds that feed hungry minds in the worst of times. Hip hop equals the break. How much more naked can you be?
Yes.
God damn. Holy shit. My God.
Appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. That's all brand new, man. All brand new.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna read this short Amiri poem. Really short. So forgive me if it's kind of, but this is called The Liar. What I thought was love in me, I found a thousand instances as fear of the tree's shadow winding around the chair, a distance, music of frozen birds rattling in the cold. Wherever I go to claim my flesh, there are entrances of spirit. And even it confronts are hideous. Use I strain to understand. Though I am a man who is loud on the birth of his ways, publicly redefining each change in my soul, as if I had predicted them or profited biblically, even though their chanting weight erased familiarity from my face. A question, I think, an answer, whatever sits counting the minutes till you die. When they say It is Roy who is dead. I wonder, who will they meet? Appreciate y'all. Dude's work is so heavy. It's so heavy, man. I need to just quit. It's so heavy, man. That dude's work really is so heavy. It's so heavy.
Yeah.
But thank y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So elemental.com right there. That's what it says. That's where we can find more of you.
Absolutely, man. Elemental.com. My book Calamity is coming soon, man. Pre-orders are up, definitely, but Calamity is definitely coming. I have a feature coming up on the 18th. Lots of things, man. Lots of different things happening, man. Again, Red and Green Books, Vocabulary, man, Storm Gods, Men Who Heal. Like, it's so much stuff happening. It's so much stuff. So yeah, plug in, definitely. I appreciate all of you folks so very much, truly.
Thank you, man. Yes. Also, shout out to the Men Who Heal group. Very important stuff. Shoot a message if you want to know more about that. Is Paul still here? Paul Conquesto. Yeah. But you still connect them. Any of us really. All right, cool. So, where are we looking on the list? Trying to get to more people. So we're gonna go to East Los Angeles, where we're gonna bring up Sandy Shakes. Sandy Shakes the mic. Awesome. Are you here with us? Gotta make sure you're here. She's been doing some cool stuff. Los Angeles Poet Society, doing her shows. What's up?
Hey, I wasn't gonna go on the mic at all. Oh, hold on, you're muted. Can you hear me?
Oh, there you are. Yeah. Yes, you were far away sounding.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, hold on.
It's all good.
I'm good. If you short keeps, mic check. I think I'm better now.
Yeah, I think.
A little bit of raining in the background, and I know it's not me because we're dry as hell in Cali. Here we go. All right, Richie. Short story. Here we go. When the new wife wants to hug you, what do? I wanted to swing slowly, show her what my boxing coach told me. Put your body into it, into someone who has a body that I threw away. Narcissistic recycle bin, basura. But I froze. I froze on purpose by accident because at that moment, my rage, it left. I did not see it in my pocket where I had left it. Chingado. I'm not the cowboy that forgets her piece. I am used to carrying my vintage revolver rage on my waist. Visible, unmistakable rage. Pero no. I was in the Wild West, put my guns up and they shot flowers like the clowns used to. Felt my nose squeak, pero no rage. Damn. I saw her coming toward me with her intentional smile and unintentional weak spirit, like a woman who needs to feel like she won. But if you did, homegirl, I hope you kept the receipt. I hope you guessed the right price, because esa lavadora, esa emotional lavadora that is my ex-boyfriend will wash away all the sparkles off your dress. Keep smiling if you may. I stretched out my hand and you are lucky. My fist did not curl up. I did not want to hit you, but maybe smack you a little bit. Just kidding, just tripping. How could two Pisces be nothing of the same? I walk like my essence is made out of style and grace. I don't need the opinions of hyenas because I produce smiles without forcing laugh tracks on others, without giving chances to toxic individuals. Oh, I bet he said I was jealous of his new love. Mija, look at me. I drip dopeness Monday through Friday, and on the weekend, my milkshake closes out the yard. But you wouldn't know, so get back in the car. P.S. Don't hug me. End poem.
Damn.
Exactly. Damn.
Want to talk about her mama too?
She said it closes out the yard. Tell him.
Damn, Sandy.
Sandy shakes the mic. It's been shooken. Yo, Sandy, what you got going on this week? or the stuff you'd like to promote?
I'd like to promote my next feature, which is Miss Stacy Dyson, who is in the house. Coming in for Donaling Thursday. We are so honored to have her on our mic. So y'all check it out first Thursday of the month, which would be first week of August. And then I will be in San Diego performing with Your Highness, Miss Stacy Dyson. And that's going to be dope. It's going to be like a live show, and I'm so excited to get back to live performing. So thank you so much, Richie. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Hey, thank you for taking the time. I know you initially weren't going to like perform and sign up, but you know, we got you here. So I love it. So once again, welcome to the Monday night stay at home open mic here at, through BWOMS. And we got another debut, first time here at this show, but someone I imagine many of you already know and love as well. So we're also joining us from Manila. We have Lawin, who is a storyteller and writer who does advertising by day and atones for it by doing poetry at night. I had to read the bio that you sent me because that's amazing, guys. Let's go and welcome Lawin to the stage. What's up, man? Welcome to this show.
Hey, thanks for having me, Richie. Good evening, everyone. So much for the apologetics, and it being my first time here, I really don't know how to start this. So, 5 to 6 minutes. Yeah, let's do this. Let's work out some kinks, I said. Good idea, I love it, she said. Then she brought out the whip. Not that kind of kink, I said. Oh, I'm so sorry, she said, but gave me the first lash anyway. That hurts, but thank you, I said. Shut up, we're not done, she said, as her arm drew back again. But I just wanted to talk, I said. Aren't we talking now, she said. The point she made was indelible. One more. Now, here's a little thing about us and who we are, and we're incredibly guilty of putting a lot of gravity on being poets, right? So let's see if we can put a little counterpoint to that. Poets are like squirrels. We hide away our nuts. Wealth to ward off winter, fodder to blunt hunger, insurance against blunder. We take pride in our nuts. Trophies of cleverness, medals of craftiness, great way to hide the mess. We stuff our cheeks with nuts. Hoard versus thieves, tricks up our sleeves, yummier than leaves. We hold on to our nuts, the crazy that makes us, us. The insanity that helps us cope, the mania that keeps us alive. We are not our nuts, but yes, we are nuts. And that said, let me close with this, guys. We all believe in something bigger than us for the most part, right? It's just that we disagree with how it tends to be executed. So here's an invite to you all. Let's go build a church. Not the kind that needs to put down others to lift itself up. Not the kind whose God is so powerless it needs mortals to defend him. Not the kind whose idea of deification is male by default. Let's go build a church where salvation is not bought or sold, where currency runs on good more than gold, whose flock is more of birds than of sheep, who recognizes that my soul is mine to keep, whose congregation is community, not crutch, who understands that stained glass needs all colors in order to work. You know what? Let's go build a church with more doors and less walls, whose gospel is of freedom, not chains, who know how to stay out of my bedroom and know that when we say, oh my God, it's not in vain. Let's go build a church. And please, for the love of Christ, can Sunday be on Monday instead? Thank you very much, everyone.
Yes, Slowen. Thanks for coming through, man.
Yes, Lawin. Woo!
Lawin, you're a genius. You're a genius,
Owen, you're
man. Incredible.
you're a genius. You're a genius.
You already got win in your name. So, yo, a lot of us, I'm seeing you for the first time. How can we connect with you online and see more of your work or just
Um,
connect with you?
yeah, really easy to find on Facebook. It's just Lawin Bulatao. There's not much to promote as far as that goes, except that I am a part of the Poetry Global Network. I'm one of the regular panelists for the Poets React, which is a program of Poetry Global Network. If you haven't tuned in, I blame you. Uh, so try to catch it one of these days. Yes, we tend to be opinionated, but it's also fun. There you go. Poetry Global Network, the Poets Reacts, and yes, that's me, Lawin Bulatao of Manila. Hope to hear more from you guys. Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. And your last poem really resonated on how these Mondays feel for me personally, getting to congregate with you guys and then, the way we lift each other up. I think, we're saying our amens as fire, as giving praise, and I love it. Yeah, check that out. And the Poets React. That's cool. We also had Cameron signed up, but I don't think she's made it. So we'll see. We might have a little bit of time, but right now we're gonna go to Queens, New York, where we have Vacios Leon. Vacios is here. What's up? Signed up, ready to go. What is up? Welcome to the show. You made it.
Yes, I did. I was feeling a little shitty all day today, so I was definitely napping. But now I'm here and doing this shit puts me right to sleep, and it's a peaceful sleep, and I love it. So thank you all for sharing and having me. I got 2 for y'all tonight. Unfortunately, the second one is not in my book, so you'll lose my camera. And the first one is untitled for now. I had a chia seed stuck in my molar. I left it there. The thought of, sorry. I had a chia seed stuck in my molar. I left it there. I thought the moist darkness of my mouth would allow it to germinate and sprout. The thought of inhabiting life inside of me sent chills up my spine, burst inside my root chakra. I could feel the ridges and veins settling into my bark. Then I remembered my spit was too acidic. The enzymes in this squirting juice from my glands are designed to swarm this chamber, digest, destroy, disintegrate. My body is designed to absorb all the nutrients and dispose of the waste. I'd suck this garden dry before it even had a chance to thrive. I cried. Kind of like the time I planted a garden for us in my mind. When we first met, I held out a handful of seeds of knowledge out in front of you for consumption, but you pollinated my pistil. We created art and performed it like a dance between our anther and stigma. I can't believe this shit is happening again. Always finding myself enraptured in this twisted enigma. Because it's a bad religion to be in love with someone who could never love you. That's what screamed and resonated inside my head. Stop falling for straight men. But I was confused. You called me your brother, but you held me like a lover. I've been meaning to fuck you in the garden. But I couldn't because they all said I shouldn't. But everything on your face told me that you would have. A torrent raged through my mind, floods of possibility, monsoons of doubt, but also an oasis. I tried to take a sip from it, but I slipped in and drowned. I took the garden in with me into this pool of chaos, drowned and fried in the storm of water and spastic neurological impulses. I mourned the garden each time I saw you after was a visit to its grave. Each time I left you, the seed in my lobe would try to sprout, but my amygdala would open the floodgates. It had become second nature at this point. Until the most recent time, there was no grave. Instead, you came with a garden. It was beautiful, familiar. You were so excited to share with me who you'd been pollinating with and keeping the bees. I wasn't too sure what to expect of her, but let's see. See, you showed me and you were beaming like a geyser of light, bright, beautiful, my baby. But I had to conceal my truth and flip perspective. I didn't want my heartbreak to peak because he kind of looks like me. I glued lavender and glitter into my beard to calm the storm inside me and strut through the city with pride. I am mourning again, saying goodbye for what couldn't be, because I want to be proud of what my baby is sprouting with their leaves. But god fucking damn, I wish it was me fucking you under the cherry tree. The sun set on Vasilios today. I am eclipsed. That was the first one. Thank you. And I'm going to try to speed through the second one. This one probably deserves a title, but for now it is still untitled, even though it's like one of the first things I started performing. Every morning I watched the bees, working, driven, filled with purpose. I watched them glide from flower to flower, collecting, enriching, buzzing about. I listened closely to the buzzing, hoping I can learn what it means to communicate with family without these burns. I stand close, unafraid of being stung, my mind absent of consequences and time. I watch the honeybee sharing a flower with a bumblebee, unscathed that she has a bigger behind, because here in bee world there's no fine line of who can wear what and who deserves to shine. I stare as they wield their gifts, straws for snouts, collecting and hoarding the sweet, sweet nectar of nature's fruit. You think it's something they would hide, but the able bodies deliver it to their hive. Along the way, they share the bright, fuzzy pollen caught in between their hairs so more flowers can bloom in their absence. Every morning, I watch the bees, begging, pleading. I tear at the skin on my back to make room for my wings. I scream at the hairs on my legs to offer something to the surrounding gardens. I sliced at the pouch in my torso with a rusty nail, surprised to see what poured out was not sticky, sweet, and enriching, but muddy green and bewitching. I wept into the soil. Why? And the soil replied, "Child, you've spent so much time in this garden, wishing, thinking, hoping to fly, but as a result, you've been petrified. You cannot fly like the bees when behaving as a stone." Thank you so much.
All right, damn.
Damn,
You got
he
the chat
dropped
here
that
going crazy.
shit. Velvet Hurricane in the building just came through on us.
Yeah, I love that. Velvet Hurricane, appropriate.
That's the stage name question. Choose those. I haven't committed.
Vasilios, welcome. Great. I know you've been here in the past, but you haven't had a chance to read. How can people connect with you online, or if like you post your work anywhere as well?
I am gonna start. I've just been writing all my new pieces in my journal, but I'm gonna start like posting them online and getting that worked out. You can find me on Instagram at empathic_slut. So that's EMPATHIC_slut. And yeah, thank you so much for having me, and thank you for the space, and thank you for sharing the work. I'm inspired by all these open mics. I can't believe I didn't know they were like happening. Like during quarantine, I had nothing to do. I was kind of just like wasting away in space. And had I known this shit was going on, y'all had like this whole world going on with all these online open mics, and it is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah. No, thank you. Yeah. I mean, and they're still going to go on because, again, what's been built out of it, you can't, it's irreplaceable. And we shouldn't just stop. But, yeah, thanks for reading. Damn, like your voice, silky smooth, like velvety. Like I was feeling that, I was legit getting some ASMR vibes, like the rain falling in the background over here. It was making my hair stand up. I'm like, ooh, all right. Awesome. All right, so we got a couple more peeps. We want to get them on. We have Christine Ponce Diaz signed up, and I want to make sure she's here with us. Christine, what is up? Christine? Are you here with us right now? Because you signed up to play some music. Let's see. Christine, we've missed you. There you are. I think where are you, Christine?
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
You've been missed so much. What is up? How's it
I
going?
miss you guys so much too. I've missed you guys a lot. I'm good. Some things never change. I still have to be summoned. How are you guys?
Awesome. So you got some tunes for us today, huh?
Yeah, there's a song I've been kind of like working on, and it's Love Song in the version by The Cure, but it's like inspired by an arrangement by Adele, so it's kind of morphed into something else while I was practicing it. So I'm gonna try it out today. But I wanted to check the sound for a little bit to see if it's okay, because I've been away and I don't remember like my sound settings. I guess I'm gonna try something, and like let me try this and see if the piano's okay.
For sure.
How, can you hear it okay? Does it cut out?
It seemed fine. It didn't seem like it was doing any suppression.
Okay, or let's try. I didn't activate the original sound thing. Like maybe if I try that.
Oh yeah, totally do that.
Turn on original sound. Okay, let's try it there and let me see. Okay, take two. Let's try it and see how this goes.
Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am young again. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am free again. However far away, I will always love you. However long I stay, I will always love you. Whatever words I say, I will always love you. I will always love you.
Okay. Damn. That's a love song.
Yeah, it's a different version.
It's the definitive version now. It's gonna be one of those instances where, like a Jimi Hendrix thing, where like, oh, it's your song now. Bob Dylan gets, I don't know.
It's about equal with The Cure, but now no one is ever going to play the 3111 ever again.
Here, yeah. You got another one, right?
I don't. I just only practiced this one because it's new and I was just practicing. I missed you guys too. I missed you guys so much. Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. I hear echo.
Oh.
Echo. It's okay. Christine, you've been missed so much. Work on more songs and bring them back on the Monday night.
I will. I miss you guys so much.
Hell yeah. And for really quick, for people who are seeing you for the first time, tell them how they can find you on YouTube and support more of your work, or just find you online.
I do a lot of Facebook, mostly. I'm old school with Facebook, so you can find me on Christine Ponce Diaz, under Christine Ponce Diaz on Facebook. And there's a YouTube channel, and hopefully I can start putting more stuff up. So.
All right. That's awesome. Thank you, Christine.
Thank you.
It's a trip. We got the echo going, but yeah, CPD, it's a place to be. Christine, it's always such a treat get to hear you perform live. So whenever you're ready to join us there as well. I mentioned we got a couple live open mics this week. Tuesday, tomorrow at Mona Bar Modern Art downtown. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And then this Saturday in Socorro, Casa Ortiz, we're going to be doing an open mic 7 to 11, I think. It's going to be a fundraiser for Las Americas Immigrant Advocacy Center. But come out and jam, share some poetry, some music, all that good stuff. With that said, yeah, that was an amazing version of that song. Like it was epic. It was just, gotta come up with like an apt metaphor for that. But with that said, let's go ahead and check out so Camlin couldn't make it, but sending love her way. She's also part of the Poets Reacts. Luisa in El Paso, Beanolog, she was gonna make some beats on Beats on the Go, but couldn't make it, I guess. Unmesh signed up, but I guess had to take off. So that just leaves us with our closer, you know, as if you've been here before, as is tradition, we always do have a closer, someone who fills that last spot. That way, so it's always ready to go. We already know. It's none other than Dan the Man, Ikyik. That's the new nickname. If you know, you know. Ikyik. What's up, man?
Yeah.
How you doing, Dan?
Okay, just a second. All right. How's everybody doing tonight? First off, yet another performance by Christine Pontedias. Thank you very much, Christine. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Right on.
And I don't know if you met. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to send you the song from Roxette. Well, later. But anyway, for those of you who made the performance, thank you very much. Hope you guys have a safe and happy 4th of July yesterday. Well, yeah. Has everybody heard of Gin Blossoms? No. Huh. Well, let me do a little freestyle on Gin Blossoms. Yep. Well, it was on the day of Independence Day. It was 2012. Yep, Gin Blossoms. For the first time I see them, they were traveling with Sugar Ray, Marcy's Playground, Lit, and there was one more. Hold on. There was one more I know of. Everclear, yeah. So, and then a year later, the same 2013, Gin Blossoms returned once again. Then he brought back Sugar Ray and wait a minute, Everclear. Okay, yeah, it's Everclear last night. Yeah, and then they brought back Fastball and Smash Mouth. Yeah, and oh yeah, Vertical Horizon. Yeah, that was very nice, old school. And then 2 years later, Gin Blossoms again, this time at the Balloon Fest of KLAQ and Wet and Wild. It was 6 years ago. That was the last time I saw them again. And then just yesterday, last night, Las Cruces at the Cispara Park, Gin Blossoms once again. So, I'm trying to get a poster for Gin Blossoms. Maybe I can add it in one of my posters in the background. Yeah, you see these? You see those? Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Anybody see those? What do y'all think? Yeah. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I need to add in the Cowboys or the D-backs or yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, those are the Gin Blossoms I know of. Yeah, from the late 80s. I used to the what? I said D-backs, not D-bags. You stupid mutt. Shut my mouth. Oh, anyway. Just like I say, yeah, Gin Blossoms from the late 80s and early 90s, like Allison Road or Follow You Down or Find Out About You or To Find Out Till I Hear It From You or hang on. Don't say anything yet. Here for you Till I Far Away and Congratulations, I'm Sorry, among others. Man, these were classic songs. I used to listen from back in the day. But they were outstanding bands, old school bands. Sorry I missed Midland again. Well, but this time I'll find. Thank you. Well, this time I'll see Midland again when they come back to El Paso. So, all right. Again, I enjoyed once again. Now this is the fourth time I see Gin Blossoms. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah. Okay. Now, and since we're in the month of July, let's do A Child's Calendar by John Updike. and this is the month of July. July, bang, bang, kaboom. We celebrate our National Independence Day, the 4th, with firecrackers and the marching of the Legion Band. America makes us think of hot dogs, fries, and Coke to drink. And the shade is hot. The little ants are busy, but poor Fido pants, and Tabby does in a pool of fur she shed to keep her cool. And quote, that was like a dog and the cat. Yeah. Yeah, Fido, Tabby, oh my. Yep. This is once again a Child's Calendar by John Updike. Yeah. Well, speaking of 4th of July, besides seeing Jim Blossoms, my good friend Ryan cooked up a mean steamed corn, potatoes, and shrimp. That was beautiful. It's kind of like a New Orleans style. Yeah. Yeah. And speaking of burgers and Coke, yeah, I had one burger, one hot dog, and a couple other things. Yeah. Nice to meet you, Miss Dyson. Okay. All right. Well. Okay. Well, I hope y'all have a wonderful Thanksgiving, everybody. So, what you all think, Richie?
Yeah, I don't know if you can ever see my thumbs up, but I perpetually give a thumbs up when you ask that. So yes.
I understand. Okay. Oh. I'm sharing an image. There we go. Shoot, where the hell? Oh, hold on. Okay, here it is. Read it in wee bit. There's so follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Find my page on Facebook. Search Dan the Man's Weekly. Don't forget to subscribe it. All right, find Dan the Man's Weekly on YouTube. Don't forget the hashtag. Okay. And before I go, real quick. Hold on. What the hell? Oh. Okay, sorry about that. All right, real quick. I did promote Richie's. I did promote. I did promote Denise's book called "The Belly of the Snake." I want to urge everybody, please get that book. It's very nice. So please get the book. And I'll be in Las Cruces this coming Thursday for the Art Obscura hosted. It's a poetry hosted by Liz Liano. So I'm gonna prepare once again a freestyling. So I think you guys are gonna like this one, and remind me to share the scenes of my poetry slam hosted by Liz Liano, and especially my scenes of my especially my special edition interview with.
That got moved, man. That's not happening on Thursday. They changed the date. FYI.
It's what?
No, she changed the date. It's not gonna happen this Thursday. Just check the event page.
Oh no, she changed it? Oh damn. Okay, all right. You know what? I take that back. I apologize. So I'll tell you what. Find the scenes of my poetry slam, and and also my special edition interview with Liz Liano. So okay, I do apologize for that. Well, luckily I didn't get a chance to promote that one, but okay, that's a good thing she changed it. Okay, so all right, guys, thank you very much. Catch my blog. All right, thank you. And I got two birthday tributes to go. All right, guys, thank you very much. Happy belated 4th of July, and we'll see you next Monday. Back to you, Richie. Thank you very much. Good night, everybody. Click.
All right. Thank you, Dan, for that. And
thank you.
As is tradition, with that signals the end of our show with the music. Dan ending. I want to give a shout out to everyone who performed today. As always, this night would not exist without you here. So much love to everyone. Follow everyone. Check out those future events. If you haven't already, Barbed Wire Open Mic Series. What's up?
Can I do one real quick?
What, yeah, you got like a closing piece?
Yeah, it's called The Revelation.
All right, man. You had your debut. Go ahead and take it away then. Sure. Why not?
This is one I wrote. It was the last poem that I wrote when I was hooked on methamphetamine 20 years ago. Okay. It's called The Revelation. Lost patiently within walls so elegantly decorated with events I consistently predicted. The cost gratefully hurt my falls, arrogantly demonstrating the denied fact that I am addicted. Persuasions of the chemical kind, though the consequences are taught through the fall of so many just the same, invading the fragile mind, slowly rebuilding walls previously destroyed, though I build once again without shame. Contagious, or so it seems, catching symptoms of sick, mutated paranoid delusions breeding hatred deep inside. Outrageous at these extremes, latching on to insanity, thus invading reality, further starving our minds as we hide. Pulling myself back to reality, inspired by the very substance that started it all, how ironically becoming another textbook statistic, though previously denied. Fooling nobody, attack the formality that I chose to set up for the fall. Denials so chronically tainting perspectives in arguments that I cried.
All right, man. Yo, thank you for that. You got to pretty much bookend the night, essentially, dude.
Hey, that's a nice thing to be able to accomplish, and I appreciate you guys, and I will be back.
Yes, dude. Please do come back. We're here every Monday. You got the page Barbed Wire Open Mic. If you guys want to sign up, we put the sign up sheet like the weekend before. Friday, Saturday, maybe as early as Friday. Definitely by Sunday, that sign-up sheet will be up so you guys can get on there. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in. If you're on the YouTube stream, make sure to like the video, share it with people who might enjoy it, leave a comment. All of that stuff helps get the video out there and more views, and ultimately that helps everyone out. So if you haven't had a chance, just share it. My name is Rich. I've been your host, and I look forward to next Monday. We'll be back next time for the live stream and the Monday night open mic. I'm gonna go and say good night.